Audio, why is the audio not on? There we go. There we go. Hello everyone and welcome to your weekly modern tournament here at Ogre Games. Trying to fix the volumes here. My name's Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside the suit, Mr. James Church Morley.
We back, baby.
We back. We back.
Another day.
Another week.
Another dollar. To march towards.
Doing for the I don't know what this dollar you are referring to.
The love of the game.
Yeah, another day, another love for the game, right? If that's what dollar means.
It does.
And we're watching a match here between Lim Jiate and Daryl Chia.
Oh, I'm gonna pronounce these names so badly.
Jade.
That's what I was gonna go with. I know that's not right.
Jiate.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Anyway, so it looks like what?
I think he's playing Jeskai Control, maybe.
Jeskai Tempo.
Jeskai
probably,
Tempo, yeah. Grim Love Monster, Drew a Grice to Saint Draft, has a Spell Queller.
Yeah.
Daochia is the classic blue-white control.
It looks like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. I mean, like, the turn two search for counter, I mean, that's where you want to be, right? And you want to be, especially against a deck that's just as, it's as aggressive as Jiate's can be.
Yeah.
Like, you definitely want to be on the play.
Oh, it's a Gideon ally of Zendikar.
Oh, that is cool.
I mean, Daryl's going to be looking for, like, he's going to be search for as-cantering for things like Supreme Verdict.
Yeah. Supreme Verdict, just cheap counter spells.
Settle the Wreckage. Yeah, Logic Knots. So interesting, the old Spell Queller versus Supreme Verdict interaction, where, Supreme Verdict can't be countered. They can be exiled.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love that, there's, players have now gone to the point where they cast, so it's a 2-card combo, right? They cast Spell Queller with the trigger on the stack, Path to Exile. So they get an extra land.
Then the spell goes away forever.
The spell goes away forever. There's no, like, instant speed Daryl. Daryl's gonna get you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wipe your board.
Yeah. Do you remember, like, the difference between, like, Oblivion Ring and there's a new one, isn't there? There's a new Oblivion Ring, a fixed Oblivion Ring.
Oh,
which I can't remember the name of, which is really annoying.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But where Oblivion Ring and Fiend Hunter, they can do the same trick, right?
Yeah.
If you the exile trigger goes on the stat, then you can get rid of them, so you can exile things permanently.
Yep.
Yeah, Magic's not like that anymore. So like a Fairground Warden versus a Fiend Hunter.
Right.
They're functionally the same card, but they don't.
They sort of do the same thing, but they're not the same.
They don't give you the feel bads for, like, the person who goes, I fooled you with triggers. Yeah, they like just want to play Magic.
One plays in Aristocrats, the other does not play in Modern.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, Jiate's deck is... Field of...
To get rid of the Celestial Colonnade, yeah.
Celestial Colonnade can be quite a... something difficult for Daryl to deal with.
Swamp for Daryl?
Looks like. So it's what, Esper Control.
Okay, Esper Control, okay. Got two
juicy
roguish decks in round one.
That's nice. I mean, like, that's what you want to see in Modern, right? Like,
just a random pile of cards.
Yeah. The best 60 cards you've ever seen in the last, like, 9-10 years of Magic, put together, or what you think are the best 60 cards. Hell, it could have just been, like, all, 1 mana 1/1s.
I mean, it is interesting, right? So Esper, we never really see Esper decks in Modern.
Mm-hmm.
But, there are Jeskai decks, and they play red for, like, an Electrolyze, a Lightning Helix, and a Lightning Bolt. That's what they really play red for.
Yeah.
Why don't we see Esper decks? Like, what I guess from black you miss the damage based roll, but you get, like, a Fatal Push, and you get cool, like, you get Thoughtseize. I think
you get Thoughtseize. I think, like, you get Thoughtseizes, Inquisition, of course. Like, I was thinking, like, further higher up the chain, right? You get very powerful, black-based planeswalkers, black, white, black, blue. Tezzeret, Tezzeret in the right deck is, like, crazy powerful, right?
And we're going to see an Esper Charm.
Oh, yeah,
and
Esper Charm.
Jada's going, what does that do? And the question, do you know the 3 modes on Esper Charm?
No, I have no idea.
Draw 2 cards. Target player draws 2 cards.
I know, like,
-2, -1, -1 counts on the Planeswalker, or, like lose to it's a drain. I'm going to bring it up on screen.
Yeah,
I think that's right.
No, I remember like bounce something.
Oh, it might be a bounce.
Draw cards.
Destroy target enchantment.
Destroy target,
not even close to right.
Yeah.
Destroy target enchantment. Draw 2 cards. Target player discards 2 cards. That's embarrassing. But interesting. This is an instant speed discard spell though. Yeah, they don't make these anymore.
Have they ever made this?
No, they've been moving towards like sorcery. Yeah. You know, you have you have discard spells on like creatures as well. So there was Brain Maggot in like Theros block, and they have Pilfering Imp. Close the door. And they have Pilfering Imp as well in Guilds of Ravnica.
Oh, but that's at sorcery speed.
So most discard is now at sorcery speed.
Yeah.
And there was a in Innistrad block there was like a Mask of Grizzlebrand or something like that, which was like an instant speed discard spell, which was quite rare. I remember looking at it and going, "Oh, this doesn't happen much."
Oh, but that's like that has to be like overcosted, right?
Yeah.
Mask of what?
I was saying about it was like there was 2. There was Mask of Avaskin and Mask of they're not a bit.
Not Mask. Mask like I think is the artifact.
Yeah.
The equipment. Yeah. Okay. So I believe you.
Yeah, but it was instant speed discard on like an enchantment on an artifact. Sorry, which is quite rare.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Quite rare.
I remember that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like discard, is one of those ways where you preemptively, right, get your opponent.
Yeah.
And the only way out of it is to be damn lucky, right? And so, Esper Charm kind of negates that. Like, I'm gonna make you discard cards, when you draw the cards. And like, yeah.
And Dioda here playing a Gideon Ally of Zendikar, standard all-star. For loyalty, 2 white. You can +1 to make it a creature, or you can 0 it to make a 2/2 vigilance, and then it hasn't seen
the ultimate Gideon
Ally of Zendikar, but it hasn't seen much play in Modern. It's like it's been fringes in sideboards. It's been.
I think there was a time, right? Like this is, I wouldn't say flavor of the week, but there was a time where Gideon was like really popular in Modern. I wanna say that I think that was true, especially for the
what deck was
the
it
white based the control, like those white blue based control
and you
decks,
play it as like a mirror breaker. You're like, I play Gideon. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out tokens. All right, you're gonna wipe the board. Okay, I'm gonna pop out even more tokens. I kind of remember it as that, but maybe I've definitely been very, very wrong.
Yeah. I think we're gonna see a detention sphere on the
get rid of the Gideon.
Yeah, you have to, right? You have to.
Yeah, otherwise it spirals out of control.
Yeah,
right?
it just keeps churning out the 2/2 tokens.
He doesn't even have to convert it into a human and attack, right? Because that's dangerous. You convert it into human, path to exile gets getcha, right?
Settle the Wreckage is another card that this deck might be playing that just useless in this matchup. You're like, well, we'll get rid of anything, right? Yeah, I'll trade this for any card, pretty much. But that Gideon has made Daryl tap mana on his own turn, which is something that he's very reticent to do as like a control player, unless it's for something like Search for Ascanter. The knight there has vigilance, so it does.
Does the knight have vigilance? No,
it doesn't. I thought it did have vigilance.
No, that's the other dude. That's the History of Benalia.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Looks the same.
Yeah, but it's not the same. No.
That's a knight ally too.
Knight ally.
It triggers like ally stuff.
What was the ally mechanic? Cohort triggers cohort.
Was it cohort?
Yeah.
Oh, why does it keep telling me to log in? No, I don't. I've logged in. Hello. Oh gosh.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Yeah, a cohort. I think it was.
Cohort. Yeah.
You tap an untapped ally. Awful.
Oh, that was
awful mechanic.
So bad.
Awful mechanic.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we can control the stream.
So
I'm gonna give out on Facebook. Facebook streaming.
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
Everyone should go to our Twitch page, which is twitch.tv/Greg Games, and check us out there.
I think that's the safer bet, right? Like it's more, it's definitely more stable.
Yep. Happy to interact in the chat. We'll answer any questions within reason. Asterisk, within reason.
Yeah. Don't ask me about my job. Actually, no. Do ask.
You can ask him. You might not want to hear the answer. And that
boss is the one.
Judda has played. This is interesting. Figure of Destiny.
What the? Oh yeah. There we go. That's. Where's the volume? Oh, okay, there we go.
So this is the card that is not seen in Modern very much.
I want to say Once Upon a Time.
When
we saw it, I don't know
in
when.
in Extended. But the thing is,
it's so good.
It requires like quite a significant mana investment.
Oh yeah,
that's the problem. Is that you have to make it into a 2/2 and then a 4/4 and then finally it becomes an 8/8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
well, you don't have to. Oh yeah. So you have to level it up.
Yeah, you have to
slowly, right? Because it will turn into a Kifkin spirit.
Yeah, then it becomes a warrior. Then it becomes an avatar.
Yeah.
So for the small investment of how much is that 10 mana, you can have an 8/8 flying first strike.
Exactly. For the low price of 10 mana.
Wow. And Darren has his own Gideon allies Zendikar.
Yeah.
Haven't seen this card in Modern in years, and all of a sudden, just two of them. Everyone's playing Gideon allies Zendikar. Have I missed something at the weekend? Is this the new tech to beat like Amulet Titan? Is this what people are playing? Is this the next level to beat Dredge?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting. Know, right?
And now the fight becomes.
Oh, but this is bad. I mean, like, look at it. Like, he's going to. So Tiata's going to shoot Gideon down. Oh,
he's going to shoot.
He's going to shoot the ally.
And then attack for 4.
Yeah, just attack for 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bad idea. I think so. And they just turned the Figure of Destiny into a 2/2, and then you just attack the.
I promise that the shop doesn't have an excess supply of Gideon allies Zendikars that it needs to get rid of, and we're just doing an advertisement.
Like, oh man, Gideon allies Zendikars.
Oh, everywhere! It's everywhere. Everyone's playing it. 4 main deck coffees. Like no.
Heck, people are playing it in the what's that Hollow One deck. Right? They're using Eldest Reborn.
Yeah.
They can bring it back.
Niche
combos.
Niche combos.
Oh, so bad. Alright, level 2.
Attack.
Gideon goes down.
Gideon goes down.
That's an easy thing. I think, Darrow, I didn't think that Darrow thought that through.
No.
I felt.
So he fought over it as well.
Yeah.
He had the logic knot. He's like, well, I'll wait till 6. I'll really want to get this Gideon down on the table. Play, I know you've got something in your hand. I'll logic knot it. Jada's like, okay, that's fine, whatever, I don't mind. I'll just attack it.
Yeah,
I'll deal with it how I would normally deal with a Planeswalker. I'll just attack it until it stops.
Slap it, slap it silly and it'll disappear.
And it's interesting that Jada didn't take the opportunity to play Geist of Saint Traft there, because that's a shields down moment for Daryl.
Yeah, exactly.
All tapped out.
I think you should not be committing more resources at this point, right?
Okay.
Because you can't protect your entire board anymore, and the Figure of Destiny, that's big. That's huge.
Yeah,
you don't have to worry about it anymore. So, just you can just leave it be, and then attack with this board. Like, Darrow is down to 13. That's 6 potentially. That's 8 points of damage on the table every turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not? And then keep up the counter spells. Keep up.
Lightning Helix in hand. Another.
Yeah, and the Lightning Helix as well. Just go like Spell Queller, Lightning Helix in response, get rid of my Spell Queller.
So do you just leveling up the Figure of Destiny again?
Nah, I think you attack once. Because you level up the Figure of Destiny now, that's not lethal, right? So you attack once now, that's 6 points of damage. It goes down to 7.
And then next turn.
End step, Lavamancer you.
Yep.
Down to 5, and next turn you kill.
Okay.
You force Darrow to have it or not, right?
Yeah, I mean he's got a Shambling Vent, which might need to become a blocker next turn for something.
And once he reanimates it, all you're doing is just
Lightning Helix.
Boom. Bye bye. No problem with the land. No land issues right now. Thinking of whether he wants to keep. I think that was a spell, but I didn't get to see what it was.
No, and he needs an answer right now. He needs he needs something to go to really reclaim this board position. Like Supreme Verdict would be really good.
Yeah,
he just has to have it. We're going to see Sphinx's Revelation.
Oh, Sphinx's Revelation is an interesting.
Yeah, so that's going to the graveyard from Searcher's Canter.
Yeah. So the problem with Sphinx's Revelation, right, is that if he does it in response to before taking damage, what Theater can do is just like pump in all that mana into Speaker of Destiny, make it an 8/8 out that, Darrow still dies, right?
Yep. I think Darrow, the card he drew was a Blessed Alliance.
Oh, that's good. I
think that was the card he drew. That's not a bad one.
Yeah, that's definitely not a bad card.
Because the thing is, these Jeskai decks, when it's more aggressive, when it's more creature based, they don't have as much counter magic.
Right.
The Jeskai control decks they got your cryptic commands, your logic nuts. Then in the sideboard, you can have like a negates to spells, disable stroke, smell stare, like a mixture of those. This deck that's playing, Figure of Destiny, Grim Lava Monsters, that is going to have, probably have spell quellers.
And then spell piercers, maybe.
Yeah. So
right. It wants to tempo you out.
Yeah,
right?
Darrow doesn't have to be worried. I mean, he's almost got to go for the whatever his trump card is anyway. But he's he doesn't have to be too worried about counter magic, I don't think.
Well, yeah. I mean, like if your opponent has it, he has it, right? She has it, right? You just have to play around the type of counter magic you think that they have. If they've got spell queller, sorry, not spell queller. If they got spell queller, like you logic not for a lot. Like I've seen really heads up play by I think was it Ren Tong.
Okay.
Like he was it Ren Tong? Somebody like they went to do they're playing Tron, mono blue Tron, and he cast it for like 5.
Okay.
Right? When his opponent like only had like 1 mana available. So he cast it for 5. It's like, why did you do that? Oh, to get around the spell queller, and that was a brilliant play, right? I wouldn't have thought of it, at least for me. Maybe you at home would have thought of it, but
I'm Darrow activating the shambling vent.
Oh, come on!
That's going to be immediately. The lightning helix is going to get snapped off right here.
Do it! You can do it! Bang!
Joda has all the answers.
Alright, tap it for mana. At least tap it for mana, right? So here's the weird part, right? You tap it for mana, and then what Darrow's gonna do is to fire off the Blessed Alliance. Sack a creature, gain 3 life. Gain 4 life, sorry.
We're gonna see a search for his counter activation, in fact.
Oh wow, okay.
What was he digging for? Another Esper Charm there. 1 mana shy and using the Esper Charm.
So yeah, I'm wondering what was he looking for?
I don't know. Maybe he's playing Doomblade.
Whoa.
No, he's not playing Doomblade.
Doomblade, too cool.
Because Doomblade would theoretically put him down to, destroys an attacking creature, goes down to 1.
So yeah, destroy attacking creature doesn't win him the game here.
But if he has Blessed Alliance, it's
gain 4.
Game 4.
No, but even if he gains 4, like Theater,
it's interesting.
Just pump it
I
up,
don't
right?
understand why he went for Search for Azcanta. He could have
waited like Blessed Alliance
and
gain
then
4
and just sacrifice an attacking creature.
Yeah, and then Theater doesn't have enough mana to turn the Kifkin into an 8/8 and activate
the Grim Lava Monster. Yeah.
So
interesting.
Yeah. Is that the aha moment? Could that be the aha moment? Oh wow, Theater here did not. Wow, okay. He didn't go for the kill. That was weird.
No, so maybe
he's got lightning ball in hand.
I don't think he does. He's probably gonna end step Lava Monster, untap Lava Monster.
No, but he doesn't have enough cards in the graveyard. Oh no.
Interesting. I mean, he could Lava Monster play 2 spells, right? If he has two anything, just play them.
Yeah, but you don't give your opponent another turn.
Yeah, especially in modern, right?
If
they draw a Supreme Verdict, you're just like, oh.
Oh man, yeah, this is bad. This was.
Especially with Search for Ascanter, which is basically you get 2 hits, you get to draw, and he's going to be looking for a Supreme Verdict now. Because he's left the Supreme Verdict mana up.
Mana just for Supreme Verdict, right?
I'll settle the wreckage there. And is that a Supreme Verdict?
That's
a Supreme Verdict, so we found it.
Yeah, but you know, Jiata has what you call it, Spell Queller, right? He has to cast it. Spell Queller, but why give the opponent the chance, right? And why reveal to your opponent like information like Spell Queller? Then he won't, you know.
He's seen the Spell Queller already.
Has he?
Yeah, he has. It was Logic Knotted as part of their Gideon Allies Zendikar.
Right. Okay.
So he has seen it, but let's have a look. Oh no, he's just going to Grim Lavamancer for 1, and he has another Grim Lavamancer in hand. So his creatures are going to die, and that's going to give him the fuel to...
Oh, no.
So this is no Spell Queller in hand. He's just going to say it. That's fine. It's a very interesting play from Jada. Very interesting.
I don't know. He missed the window. I think, like, if Daryl here... Like, somehow if Daryl here is, like, able to claw back...
Yeah, because you're going to see Geist of St. Draft, and presumably you're going to see another Grim Lavamancer as well now.
Nah,
He just says go, okay.
Guys, but you know, is enough,
still, well, Supreme Verdict is a card. Set of the Wreckage is a card.
Yeah, Set of the Wreckage is a card for sure. Or another your own Geist of St. Traff, maybe. I can block and then Path to Exile the
Angel. Yep.
Angel. So yeah, I think both players, you know, a little bit missing the beat here and there. Well, particularly Jiata, I think, you know, he kind of missed that lethal, go for lethal, you know, especially his opponent had no cards in hand.
Yep.
Although maybe not no cards in hand, he had no mana to cast stuff. Unless you're really worried about Pact of Slaughter.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm going to see an Esper Charm, draw 2 cards, looking for answers. Cryptic Command number 1. Cryptic Command is a card. I think that's a Snapcaster as well. So he's still live. Cryptic Command.
Yeah, just tap down your creatures.
Tap your creatures. Live to fight another day. Draw a card. Bounce something.
That's
fine.
Graveyard, right?
That's fine. That is his graveyard, yeah.
Okay.
But which means that's the signal for I've drawn a Snapcaster Mage because I look at my graveyard. Everyone does it.
Yeah,
I'm just randomly looking at my graveyard that I haven't looked at the whole time, but I don't have a Snapcaster Mage in hand.
For those of you at home,
don't do that.
You know,
don't be that person.
Just remember to draw.
So he's what? He
let it pass? No, he doesn't have enough mana to Snapcaster.
No. But he had a Cryptic Command that he could have. So he's gonna.
So he Cryptic Path block.
Cryptic,
right?
yeah, Cryptic Path block. Oh no, he's gonna Snapcaster Path.
Yeah,
blocks
Snapcaster
as opposed to
block.
Cryptic Command. Yeah.
So
This is interesting. This is interesting.
It's very different from how I think you and I would have played the turn, right?
Yeah, maybe we would have lost though.
Yeah.
Maybe we would have lost. I don't know.
We don't know how to play this game. We're dumb.
Jello just saying that's also fine. The problem is this.
You know, if he's got a lightning bolt, like
Jadek is now just gonna be like Grim Lavamancer.
Yeah, and
how do you deal with that?
Now deal with this, right?
You know, this is a permanent answer to the Geist of St. Draft.
Mm-hmm.
Because this gets rid of it forever. You know, Cryptic Command is just tapping it. Right, I've got to. Oh well, Lightning Helix. Why even waste? Why even waste the time?
I've got a Lightning Helix your face. Wow. Wow.
Things are going on here. This is getting intense.
Daryl
just living on the edge.
You see, so this is. Oh, okay.
And
so he kind of messed that up, I think. That should have been a path. That should have been like you know. I don't know. I honestly don't know what happened there. Right? Like
yeah, I thought he was getting the path back to path the angel, and then Spell Snare was from his hand.
Yeah, so the Spell Snare was from his hand for sure. That was 100%.
So that's fine, but then you still have the mana to path to exile the angel, and you're still moving on with your life. Interesting turn of events there.
But I just don't know what just happened.
We'll try and find out what happened after the round.
I won't.
He won't.
And I know
you're not getting the extra mile.
Myself.
You're not getting the extra mile for the listeners, for the viewers.
They're gonna quit after the first round, right?
Are they?
They quit. They quit already. Look at that. Like 2 people just dropped off.
But we might have lots of Twitch viewers.
I don't know. No, we probably don't.
3 viewers.
Oh yeah. See.
We're getting there. We're peaking. We'll get there.
Shamsu, Bahrain, Zainuddin. Thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up to you too. Okay. Man, that was weird. That was
like, a bit strange, wasn't it?
Okay, let us know in the chat. Like, would you have done? Like, what would you have done?
Yeah, we're getting a bit more.
Do you agree with us? I think we're on the same length.
We're getting a bit more interactive now,
right?
Yeah.
We I think we're on the same wavelength, right?
Do
you agree with us? Do you agree with Daryl? What he did? Do you think?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
My opinions are very little.
Yeah, but our opinions don't matter much, right?
Correct.
Because like the people who are playing, Jata and Daryl, right? They're on the street. They're on the table.
So,
making the choices.
How do you feel about? I'm gonna ask a question here. How do you feel about Esper Charm? All right.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool because so while I was in Porto, like there's this guy. Famously, there's this guy who only plays Control, right? And Esper Charm is like his go-to when he plays like Esper Control in Modern. Like I think it's a pretty good card. Like it doesn't just cycle itself, not like Azorius Charm. Azorius Charm is great, by the way. Right, cycles itself. I want to bring out. I forget what's the last. Mates? Okay, so your creatures gain lifelink. You bounce a creature to the top of your opponent's library.
Correct.
Attacking creature.
Correct.
And then you draw a card. That's it. Right. Yep. It cycles itself. Puts the target attacking or blocking creature too on top of its owner's library, and then creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. This is a great tempo card. A great control card would be Esper Charm. Sure. Right, because like Esper Charm, you were talking about this before at the beginning of the show, at the top of the show. The instant speed discard. Right?
Love it.
That's what he uses the mode for. And like I never understood why until I saw the plays where he was going like, okay, Soul of not Soul of Temptation. What's the
which one is it?
The three mana fairy.
Una.
No. 2 blue and 2 and a 1 and a blue.
Vendilion
Click, yeah. So you go like Vendilion Click. He'll like Thought Seize on turn 1. Turn 2 would be like, I don't know,
Bitter Blossom.
Maybe. And then, Vendilion Click just to check all clear. And then once he's gotten rid of most of the cards in your hand, then I go, you draw a card. Oh, sorry, you're going to discard it.
There is also the like draw step. Discard 2 cards.
Yeah, exactly.
That feels pretty good. That feels pretty bad for the person discarding, but feels pretty good for you.
Oh yeah, that I agree. So that's why I thought that was interesting. I don't know. How about you? What do you think about?
I think it's very flexible, but I think it's flexible. The power, it's not quite there. It's flex. They made it flexible. They made it flexible enough that it's not good enough. Its individual modes are probably not good enough for Modern. Right. That's the problem. Is that it's like all of the charms. They're like slightly overcosted for all of the modes.
Yeah.
So draw 2 cards like for like a really insanely specific mana cost, or Jun Charm like that does damage to creatures or puts +1/+1 counters.
Yeah.
And then you have stuff like Abzan Charm, which exiles a creature, and all of the Sultai Charm, blah blah blah. So they're all like the effects are worth slightly less than a card each at their mana cost.
I don't think so. At the mana cost, like.
But so I think that's the problem. And I think the older charms are better than the newer charms. I think they've pared it down.
Oh, for sure.
Right, because Jun Charm sees play in like in niche, like it's.
Yeah, but Abzan Charm like totally. Yeah,
Did you know Mardu Charm does?
Mardu Charm.
It does.
Oh my gosh!
It
makes 2/1/1
soldiers.
First strikes.
Yeah.
Makes. Oh man, I forget.
Yeah.
Makes soldiers.
Yeah, you've said that one. 4 damage to creature.
Oh yeah.
You choose a non-creature, non-9 card discarded.
Oh, okay, so this is another instant speed discard. Awesome.
Yeah. So it's Yeah, I just didn't know if they're good enough. And if you're playing the 3-color decks,
it's not worth it.
Yeah, right. There's so many more powerful cards in 3-color decks.
So I think the old charms are worth it. You know, like the Esper charm, like let's bring up the Jan charm. You mentioned that it's not the mana cost, right? But I think it is, right? Because Esper charm, like it's divination. Divination is draw
2 cards.
It's draw 2 cards for 3 mana, right? Except now that it's instant speed. Destroy target artifact. Destroy target enchantment. Okay, so that used to be disenchant, right? So that's an extra mana. But like make your opponent discard 2 cards. That's Mind Rot, and that's also at 3 cards. 3 mana.
Bant Charm, not very good.
Bant Charm I think sees like very, very weird play.
Not
very
good.
This thing. Naya Charm, yeah, totally not good.
And then the last one is
Grixis Charm.
Yeah, it's
return target permanent to its owner's hand. Target creature gets -4/-4. All creatures you control get +2/+0.
So strange. Like these things are like just don't want to go together.
Yeah.
You're like bounce, kill, or super attacky. It's like that's so.
So which charm is your favorite? I want to ask the chat like which of the
shout out if it's like a Sultai, or or a Teema charm. Do you know what Teema charm does?
Man,
no
I
idea.
forget.
So I wish I was thinking about this. I
Oh man, I remember this card. This is such a blowout. This is such a blowout in like standard.
+1/+1 fight.
The creatures with power 3 or less can't block this turn.
That
was
one.
the this was in the that morph deck, I think. Was it the morph deck?
So I wish that when we and this is something from Guilds of Ravnica, they always have guild mages. So this we're on our 3rd iteration of guild mages, and they've got I think they've got progressively worse. So these all now tap. The old guild mages didn't tap. As long as you have the mana, you just keep pumping them. So these ones all tap, and the effects are nah.
So the old guild mage, the really old guild mage, is the ones that don't tap.
Dimir guild mage, but the Dimir guild mage is like 3 and a blue, draw card.
And then the return to Ravnica ones, I think they had one ability that taps. No,
they didn't. But they had one cheap ability and one expensive ability.
Yeah.
So the Selesnya guild mage or Vitu-Ghazi guild mage was like first ability was populate. The 4 green-white ability was make a 3/3. They didn't tap. They didn't tap. They didn't tap.
That felt Vitu-Ghazi guild mage.
No, they don't tap.
They don't?
They don't tap, no.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. And you have, Korozda guild mage, which is
good. Right.
So there's that, and then they've brought the power level down again. So you now have the Izzet guild mage, which is like copy or draw card and tap, and the Golgari one is like gain 2 life and menace. Like, I mean, these things are not like the.
It's nothing like it is in the heyday.
The point is, I wish that they had brought back the charms as well.
That would be cool.
I think they're cool, and I think either reprint them or make a. They're probably too powerful to reprint, and some of them they can't. So Rakdos charm is like regenerate creatures. And
no, that's
Golgari charm. Yeah, so they can't have that.
Too good.
And Rakdos charm has the -1/-1, or like deal damage equal to attacking creatures.
No, that's still Golgari charm.
No,
-1/-1.
And no, Rakdos charm has the damage to attacking creatures.
Oh yeah.
And then that's probably like to feel bad. Like someone's like, I make all these tokens and I attack, and you're like, haha,
my one card is going to kill you. Full stop.
So I think that's the. So they'd have to remake 10, and this is the problem: is that when you remake, you can't remake 1; you have to remake a whole cycle. 10, and they probably thought that we've already made guild mages, and they have the like double coloured 4 cost, so like the red, white, or the blue,
that
right?
Cycle,
yeah. So that's another cycle. So you probably don't want to make a.
No, I don't think you can remake the charms, right? Because the charms were made specifically for that guild, right? Because like Azorius charm. You have Jan charm, you have Grixis charm.
Yeah, but you could have like a name, like a Chancery charm, or like Lavinia's charm, or something like that. There's enough imagery, or there's enough nouns in Ravnica that we could easily find.
No, but it's not.
Dovin Barnes charm.
It's not like iconic, right? Like all these like Vitu-Ghazi guild mage and stuff like that. These are like actual clans, but they don't have the charm.
Yeah,
I wouldn't expect them to have a charm, right? Like because they also belong to the clan also belongs to the bigger umbrella, which is Celestia. Or
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I don't.
But
think
they remade guild leaders.
Okay, yeah. So they remade guild leaders for like.
Or they remade Sunning. I don't know what Izoni is. Is Izoni the guild leader of Golgari?
Yeah.
And then
Sort of.
Niv Mizzet, Imara.
It's another guild leader, right?
Yeah.
Like Imara is like not the leader of Vitugazi. She's the leader of
the Selesnya Conclave. Is that what it is?
No. Conclave is shish. I forget.
She's Sunning.
Yeah, she's one of those clans, right? Then the Izet one is like whatever. Izet is like all Izet.
So
all them crazy. What I would love is the 3-color guild mages. Give us that. Give us
like shard guild mages.
Yeah, insanely
there's
powerful.
So much text on one card for an uncommon.
No. How about this? Right.
It'd have to be just like target opponent loses 2 life. Like all of the lines have all of the because it's 3. It would have
Gain
to be 3
life,
right?
Draw 3 cards.
So it would have to be like they'd have to just be 1 line of text in order to fit everything on the card.
How about the abilities could be the ability because every shard has a main color, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let the abilities be the main color.
So
X,
like Ban is
X,
the white shard, for example, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah. So Ban would be white green, one
Yeah.
of the abilities, and the other ability is white blue.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Right? So then you can just nail it down to 2. I'll just have one ability.
Make tokens. That's what white green's ability is. It's always make tokens.
Yeah, and then white blue is like your draw card.
You draw, yeah.
Or like bounce a creature.
Or gain life.
Gain life,
Something like that.
Who knows? Yeah, man, Darrow is so far behind right now.
Maybe in the next great designer search is just going to be I'm just going to design new charms and 3-color guild mages. That's all I'm going to do.
Vote for you.
No, I'm not going to enter, so it doesn't matter. Have no interest in being
you know in advance. I'm not going to vote for you.
I have no idea, no interest in game design, unfortunately.
Oh man, dude.
No. It's not for me. I'm not.
You wouldn't want to join like some,
not
some sinking company.
No, it's fine. It's not. I'm not creative enough, I don't think, to design cards.
Dude, there was an article today I was reading. They had an interview with Chris Cox.
Okay.
Right, and like how he's been running a ship.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, he's so far behind.
10 points of damage coming here.
This is terrible.
And 8 points damage, yeah, down to 5, yeah.
So I
Chris
know
Cox.
we haven't been talking about the game.
Well,
but there was a turn very very early on.
Yeah.
Where Darrow decided to
Esper Charm.
Esper Charm instead of casting a what was that, the Blessed Alliance? I think
he does have a Wrath of God in hand, so next turn he can untap Wrath of God, Cryptic Command, bounce a permanent draw card. I would assume
bounce a Lenya, bounce a White Sauce.
Oh, bounce a Celestial Colonnade because it comes into play tapped. Yeah. Draw a card.
And hopefully you don't get lightning bolted to hell.
Yeah, anyway, Chris Cox, you're saying.
Yeah, so the interesting interview with Chris Cox and like how he's running a show. I think, Chris Cox is doing a good job. I think so. Up to maybe about 6 months ago. But, some things were set in motion before he was here, right? He's been only here for like 2.5 years. I think, some decisions have been made that do, it feels like he's experimenting, right? He's taking it by the horns and trying to find out what we like about the game.
Yeah,
it feels like, and
premium price products and shiny things. That's what we like.
Things like the Magic Weekend, and I like the interview. Like he was I guess he was kind of frank. Like he doesn't know, like you get the feeling like he doesn't know Magic enough. He's been playing Magic since he was a kid, right? And then suddenly becoming the head of WotC. It's like dream come true. I mean, like he was from Microsoft and he was from all these other companies as well. But yeah, it feels like he's just trying to figure out exactly what we want. And I think he's doing a good job.
Sounds
not assuming. I forget where I saw the article from. Oh boy,
Logic Knot's going to come down. Yeah,
that was very timely.
So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see because I think so. There's a number of different ways to look at what a success means.
Yeah.
To Magic, right? It's like what does success mean now from a company perspective? It means money. It's like about it's about. But like, this is the way This is the way I think about businesses in my job, right? It's like what is it? Like I want revenue growth, I want profitability, and I want
sustainability.
I want
and longevity.
Yeah, and like I want shareholder value. Like that's a nebulous term that people throw around a lot, right? But I ultimately want to, Hasbro are saying, better distribute some of those profits because we're going to need to, got some shareholders who need some dividends.
Oh, but that's the thing. Like he, a lot of the things that in that interview like really shows his love for the game, right? And it's refreshing to see an interview like this. Of course it's planned. Of course, have like a PR person feeding him answers, like like in every interview that people have is the same. And of course, planned by PR, right? But I think coming out at the right time. I think at this point in time, so many things are happening in the world of Magic. I think the only thing that's that hasn't changed is Modern.
Yeah,
I feel I think so.
So I think that
Modern and Legacy.
I think that Modern is going to be increasingly.
Do you think that Modern's going to stick?
Yeah, I do. I think it is going to stick. Are
they going to
ages.
Stop?
No, absolutely not. No, I think Modern will be around forever, but I think it will become increasingly like Legacy, in that it's becoming. They're not going to reprint.
They're not going to
cards
forever, right?
Yeah, well, I think that they know that Modern cards are really desirable.
Mm-hmm.
They have high price tags.
Oh, yeah.
But they can't print a load of these cards in Standard. You can't print in Snaring Bridge or like Chalice of the Void or Blood Moon. Like those are not Modern Magic cards. They're like relics that are in Modern by just proximity to the date, which is like a random arbitrary date which they chose, like 7th edition.
Yeah. 8th edition.
8th edition. Yeah. So they can't. The only way they can get those is by having
master sets.
Yeah, master sets. So they can sort of, they can sort of like go back to that well. But I think that in a couple of years' time there'll be a new Modern, which is like some things, and I was going to say Arena's like the big thing. Okay, it's all about Arena now.
Right now,
I think, and it's about how does one convert people who play Paper into playing Arena. And then how do you convert people who have like never played Magic before, but they found Arena on their computer and they're like, oh, this is a cool game, I want to go play it in real life. How do you convert those people into Paper players?
And I think back to the sentiment of like Arena, like everything's about Arena now, right? That is.
I think that's right.
That's like Chris Cox's like.
Of course it is, and I think that's absolutely right. And it's it needs to be, and it has some problems, but that's going to be where the
like Modo has problems, and it has problems since day one till now. So.
But so there is that, and I think that's going to be the biggest thing in the next 5 years. And I think that a new modern in inverted commas format is going to come out of Arena, because they're going to want it to be. I think they're going to want it to be tied. They're not going to have like this one random format for Paper that you can't play on your premium digital offering, and then another format on Arena, but you can play it in Paper, but everyone's already invested in something in between Modern and Arena Modern. You can't have all of these formats. They want consistency, right? So the best thing would be like, right, let's start the code for Modern suggests that they can put Shadows over Innistrad in. Let's start Shadows over Innistrad. You've got shocks from Guilds of Ravnica. You've got check lands from Ixalan. You've got allied and enemy from Ixalan and Dominaria.
Yep.
You've got fast lands from Kaladesh.
Oh yeah.
But only enemy fast lands.
Yeah.
And you've got some man lands. And it's all about land based, because when you're designing these formats, it's all about mana bases. It doesn't matter like cards, whatever. There's always going to be powerful enough cards.
Yeah.
Like Carnage Tyrant is arguably it's like a ridiculous card, but they're always going to make stuff like that. Teferi exists as a planeswalker. You're going to have these crazy planeswalkers. Spells are always going to be good enough, so it's about the land base.
Mm-hmm.
The differentiating factor is that you probably aren't going to have fetch lands, whereas in Arena, fetch lands is like not even a problem, right? Because it's so easy. You just go click, click, click,
and
land.
Then that's it, right?
It's in Paper. It's in Paper that fetch lands are the problem.
Where you have to, you go through the deck of the
choose what I want, and I shuffle, and I present to you, and then you do the same, and every turn for the first 3 turns we fetch, and we waste like 17 minutes, which happens a lot in modern. That's the reality of modern, is that modern games are quite long, not because of the cards. Like, actually, modern games, if you think about them in a turn like structure, some of them last like 6-7 turns.
Yeah,
it's
but
because
the games still go long, right?
Yeah, because of you're a lot of fetching, a lot of like drawing, like searching. So we'll see. I think that there'll be a modern arena, and it'll be called Arena Modern or something like that, and then that'll be the new format, and it'll be fun.
Yeah, we were previously on the Power 9 podcast. Previously, we talked about like this new format, right? Which was what was it? There was
Frontier.
Yeah, Frontier, right? Which is basically stickers only.
Yeah, so can't start here forward.
Yeah.
So you get fetch lands, and you get.
I mean, that was that's what I envisioned the new modern format. But now that you mention it, I think it makes sense. Like, you have to tie it in.
Yeah, it has to be. Format, there has to be a consistency. The reality is if you have a paper game and an online game, there has to be ways to allow people to move freely between one and the other. Right. Now, the sticking point of the paper game is that you have to buy the cards. Okay. Yeah. So online, in theory, I could play Arena and I could play completely for free,
and you can get
I can get anything. Right? Now, in reality, it's actually very difficult for various reasons of Arena, right, and that's an issue that needs to be sorted out. But there needs to be consistency that when someone goes, well, I want to play Arena, I can play Standard. Everyone, you can play Standard in paper. Mm-hmm. I want to play Standard Plus or Arena Modern. That needs to be what the paper offering is as well. Yeah. And then Modern becomes a bit more of like a exclusive. I graduate to Modern. Like, I've played Magic for a while, like Standard cards rotating out. I played some Arena Modern. Right now, I'm going to go and like play with the big boys, and I'm going to play with these really powerful cards like a Lightning Bolt, Cryptic Command, like Snapcaster Mage. But the downside of that is it's expensive. Yeah, it's expensive to buy. Lightning Bolt's like $3. It's been reprinted ad infinitum. Times, exactly. You just keep printing it. Path to Exile is the same. It's like $9.
But that's the entry point, right? Like, every year you make the master sets, and that's when people. So this the master. Maybe this is the master plan. Of course, nobody has confirmed this. This like with our tinfoil hats on. So you should put your tinfoil hat on as well. But yeah, I mean, like, that's the master plan, right? You go. You intrigue people with the online game, something like Hearthstone and Arena, and then you make it accessible, quote unquote accessible, for them to play paper Magic, and then after that, you release stuff like Modern Masters every year, so that you can get people who, man, this was interesting. I get to draft this Modern Masters, and man, these cards are really powerful. I've been drafting on Arena. I've never drafted these old cards.
Drafting on Arena sucks. but I think there is a. So what I enjoy, I play on Arena occasionally. It's fine. It's whatever. Yeah. But there's no like personal element to it. I'm not playing with my friends. Like, I could play with my friends. They're introducing a friend mode, and I could say, "Oh, Mick, do you want to play some Standard?" We can play against each other in like a little closed game. Mm-hmm. We can do whatever we want. I could play with, Bryce, for example. Okay. But it's not the same as like physically being with that person. Yeah. And I think the element of the gathering draws people to playing this game. It's like a fundamentally social game. You can play Commander, and you can bitch about the person who's got the silly deck for 2 hours and then gang up and kill them. That's an element of the game that's lost on online gaming, I think.
Well, Hearthstone tries to replicate that, right, with like firesides and everything. Everybody, like, you literally have to sit across the guy who is playing on a phone. Like, both of you are looking at your phones.
What is this, like 1999 playing with
It's like, playing with our handphones, but we are like across each other. But I mean, that's what card games used to do, and that's what board games in general, board games and card games, physical media wants to do, is to get you to interact with another human being. And I don't think anything will be able to replace Magic. I think Yu-Gi-Oh is like, sorry, but like, no.
So I've got an interesting. We're gonna come back to Yu-Gi-Oh because I had an interesting story from the weekend actually about that.
About Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, so I will say that they're in turns. I know we say we've got 50 seconds left, but they're in turns at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll save that for round 2. Interesting.
Yu-Gi-Oh. Okay, I'm gonna hold you to that. Like, we're gonna start off round 2 with like Yu-Gi-Oh talk.
Yeah.
Our weekly like Yu-Gi-Oh segment, right?
Yeah. So yeah, but I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I think that Arena's cool, and I think a lot of people are playing Arena, and I know you've played some Arena.
Yeah.
And I've played some Arena. I think that there's a load of stuff that needs to be worked on.
Oh,
okay,
for sure,
so drafting,
for sure.
It's not good enough to draft against bots. It's what I think
You've
Magic
got
Online has. You draft in a pod and then you just play leagues.
Random, yeah.
That's good enough.
Yeah.
And I think that the volume of people is going to be enough that you could get into a live draft. And if they can do it on Magic Online, they can easily do it on Arena.
I don't know. I don't think so, because drafting on like we have to see what's the percentage of people who actually play on Arena and Modo, right? Because and then like they have to have the numbers by now.
Yeah.
Right. At some
They
point
said
they
that
will
100 million games have been played or something on Arena already.
Yeah. They I'm pretty sure they will make the a decision somewhere along the line to make live pairings.
Because if they do that, then I'm very interested. Because at the moment,
then I would love to draft.
Yeah. Because then you just like, let's go jump in a queue together, and then we'll be in the same pod, and then all of a sudden you're.
I'm sure they're looking at it. I mean, like they
can't
they have to be
not
like considering it, right?
And but that's it is the future, and a lot of people have said that it's the future. But it is the future. Like I think Magic Online is going to stay around forever because
for sure.
You're not going to be able to play Modern,
cards,
Legacy, Vintage, Cube, but there's never going to be Cube on Arena, for example.
Oh, you never know.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. They could. I think possibly could.
I don't think so, because you need to put all of the cards into Arena. So there either has to be Cube from all Arena cards,
or
which
just
is
Arena.
like not cool
Your
card.
Arena
you could have
Arena Plus Cube.
You could have Arena, or they're going to need to. Program loads of new cards and interactions, and if they do that, then people are going to be like, well, if you did that, why don't you just make Modern? And then it's just this whole slippery slope, right?
I think they're trying to avoid this, right?
Yeah,
I think this has to be something.
So I think the point is they just go hard stop, don't ask, it's not happening.
Don't give it. Yeah, I'm not going to give it to you.
Yeah, hard stop, don't ask, not happening. We're going from this point forward. If you want to play with the older cards, go and play
Paper Magic.
Yeah, go play Paper Magic.
Go deal with Modo. Like I know you would, because like you have to get your Magic fixed, right? You will just deal with it.
See, so I've never played Magic Online.
Oh really?
No.
Okay.
I don't have an account. I've never played Magic Online.
It is. I remember the first time like we were streaming and like it was the first time I was playing. Man, I timed out everything.
Really?
Yeah. You don't get used to it. Like you never get used to it.
Wow, and Jedda's gonna make Gideon into a thing. We're gonna see a Snapcaster Mage.
After Exile? Is there a counter spell? Do we have a counter spell, sir? There's a Mana Leak. Come on, yeah.
Spell Snap.
Spell Snar?
No.
Nope, take 9.
Wow, and that's
9, you die.
Game. There you
Game,
go.
Wow.
Things happen.
Wins on like turn 4. 1 turn left. Okay.
So yeah, so I think that maybe in 2 years' time we're going to be watching
Arena Plus.
Maybe we will be.
Yeah.
Maybe you and I will be in our bedrooms. We won't need to be together. We'll just dial in to a Skype chat.
Raffle tickets. Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Cool.
I haven't gotten raffle tickets for the last 2 events that I've been doing. I'm going to complain. I want to see the management. I want to speak to the management about this. All right, we'll be back in about, 5 minutes time?
Less than 5 minutes.
Then, yeah. In the meantime, I'll put on replay. Remember, Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Singapore time, twitch.tv/GregoGames. That is the preferred place to interact with us, and do interact. I see the chats, like, the chat's dead.
We'll take questions.
Yeah.
We got stories. Between us, we have, 60 odd years of life to talk about. That's pretty depressing. In fact, I don't want to talk about that. Don't ask questions about that.
Oh, man. And youtube.com/GregoGames if you want to find out more about if you want to watch replays. GregoGames.com for more information about what's that? About what? Invitationals, yeah.
Do you like that?
And then Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, whatever. We'll be back. See you guys, so don't go away. welcome to our weekly modern tournament here at Ogre Games. It's more than modern. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside the suit, Mr. James Church. Molly.
Yeah, back in the booth.
Yeah?
Under the weather. We're all under the weather. That expression doesn't make sense, right? We're all under the weather all the time. Unless you live in the sky.
I don't know.
Well, I guess define weather, but it's different. That's not for now. That's for the weather podcast, the weather show that we do.
That'll be on at around 10 p.m. later tonight.
Oh, is that more of a philosophical question? Like, what is weather?
What is the weather?
Like, we're going to answer questions like, is water wet?
Water is wet.
No, but isn't wet the feeling, the sensation of water on you? That's the thing. But then does water is wetness only for animate objects? Water inanimate? Does it understand wetness?
I don't know.
It's interesting.
But there's the interface between the water.
I understand that, right?
And the air.
Yeah, of course.
I remember watching a match between Conrad Dungan and Alejandro Reinaga Rodriguez.
You get that name one. You get that name one time, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only time I'm gonna go.
ARR. That's what you get. ARR.
Conrad, I think. He usually plays like Legacy.
Does he?
Yeah, he usually plays Legacy, and he plays the Eldrazi, the
12 post. No.
Yeah, 12 post Eldrazi, and but I don't know why he plays for Modern.
Don't know. Probably Eldrazi. Yeah, it's Fatal Push in hand. Looks like it's like black-green.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Just like a straight-up rock deck, right?
And, for all of you Legacy aficionados out here, you can play Legacy at Grey Games on a Monday at 8 p.m., is that right? And then they're starting to have Legacy events.
Sunday, the monthly Legacy
tournament. How many people...
Eternal Sundays.
Is that what it's called, Eternal Sundays?
I think so. Eternal Sunday is like, harken back to every day is a Sunday. Not every day is a Sunday, so it's eternally Sunday. So
Eternal Sunday. I got it. Yeah. It's and there was our shilling for the round. No, just kidding.
We don't use this platform to sell cards, not unless we have. But whenever we . Hello everyone and welcome back to your weekly modern tournament here at Ogre Games. It's more than modern. My name is Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside the suit, Mr. James Church Molly.
Quick turnaround.
Yu-Gi-Oh! No. We start off the...
No.
We'll talk about Low Mankit versus Destin Lam. Okay, now let's talk about Yu-Gi-Oh!
Can I just say, there's a load of players who are playing tonight who I've never
seen before, right?
No, the two guys.
I play with Destin, he plays
I know Destin.
Draft.
Destin plays here quite a lot. He's playing Dredge. He always plays Dredge.
But we've never seen him on stream before.
I've seen him on stream.
I've never casted.
Munkit, no idea. Judda, no idea.
Theater just suddenly showed up.
Yeah, we got people, Greg Games, big brand in Singapore.
Yep.
People want to play Modern.
They know where to go,
the premier place to play Modern.
Munkit I haven't seen in a while.
I haven't seen in a while.
In a long while.
Okay.
I haven't seen his face in the store in a long while.
But he's like an old school Singaporean player.
I don't know. I hang out in the store. Well, at least I used to hang out in the store 6 days a week.
Yeah,
right?
you should. That's not healthy.
I know. That was when I did not have work. But yeah, I used to hang out in the store like almost 6 days a week, like sometimes even 7 days a week. You know, I kind of know who comes in and out of the store.
Yeah.
And like these are faces that I am familiar with, like Theater and Monkit. But yeah, there are players who are you? I've never seen you before, but thanks for coming, and I hope you have a fun time. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. I'm still learning everyone's name.
You can't even pronounce people's name.
I'll never get there.
This name, this
Munkit.
Yeah. Okay.
Low. There you go.
Yeah, Low Munkit.
And Munkit reading. I think that's a is that prized amalgam. He's going. When does this come back?
When does this come back again?
Yeah, card needs to go.
Oh,
there's so much dredging.
Oh.
So we're gonna see a dredge of 5.
Yeah. Let's try not to hit
1. Bloodgust. Nice. Life from the Lane. That's gonna get you another dredge. Prized amalgam. Okay.
Alright, so Life from the Loam back into hand. That's dredge 3.
Come flow rate. Oh, there's a Nakamoeba. This is not good news.
Starts the chain.
Draw the card.
And then just draw.
Then those prized amalgams are going to come back tapped.
Oh my god.
Monkit's going to have a bad time. Monkit's playing like Tamago. It's like bro. Bro, you're gonna have a bad time. Playing all these fair decks, like, yeah, bro, you're going to have a bad time.
Nice.
Faithless looting. If he has a land,
nice
life from the Loam.
Yeah.
Get back my lands. Faithless looting. Flashback. Dredge. Cool story, bro.
Man.
How's that Bluey Marsh looking out for you? It's looking good, is it?
Like and the Conflagrate is like gonna deal with the
that scavenging ooze.
It's not even enough. It's not even enough. You could just Conflagrate right now, right?
And I think you probably do, right?
Yeah.
You don't really care. In fact, you want your Stinkweed Imp in the graveyard.
Okay, so you go like, wow, he doesn't even need the bother. So you go Life from the Loam, get back the few lands, lay a land, get back the Bloodgust. Oh, does Conflagrate require like double red? Can we bring up?
Yeah, it does.
Is it double red? Yeah.
Yeah, flashback 2 red, double red. Discard X card. So he's going to discard the Bloodgust.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
So get back the 2 Bloodgust. Oh, sure, why not?
So
7
much.
points of damage. Oh, that is 3, 6, 7, 11 points of damage on the table.
Dirty. That's what it is. It's dirty.
It's gross. This is
turn 3 on a mulligan to 5. Creeping Chills. Hasn't even seen the Creeping Chills yet.
Yeah. Oh,
that's what I'm talking about.
I hope Destin like watched last week's episode, right? And then
he
like
learned
put four
to play
creeping
4
chills,
creeping
right?
chills rather than 3.
Like, who plays 3 creeping chills? Like, you played a creeping chill, go all in. That is the job.
Commit
that
to
is
it.
the
Commit to it. Tarmogoyf. That's cool.
Nice Tarmogoyf, bro.
That's alright. 3-4, not bad. Yeah,
Jeez.
these are.
It's not even funny.
Yeah, it's
This is hard to watch.
gonna go Shockland tapped. Stomping Ground. No, could probably get Blood Crypt.
Yeah, at this point I think you want like double black for the just a hard cast like the Bloodgust. I don't think the deck runs blue. Does it?
No.
Okay. Then it's fine.
Take back to be discarded.
Life from the Loam, probably. Yep.
Dredge. Oh, Bloodgust.
Oh man. Is that a creeping chill? Nope.
It's a collective brutality, the second card.
Oh. Is that's a collective brutality. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a Street Rave.
Street Wraith. Interesting. Okay, that's
yeah.
That's
There's like instant speed dredge, right?
Spicy.
End step.
Street Wraith cycle.
Street Rave, pay to life, dredge, maybe get back the Nakamoeba, get back your price amalgams, and have that now beat you. That kind of plays around the whatchamacallit.
Gonna see a fatal push on a Bloodgust.
Okay, well, nice, cool. That's cool.
down to 6. And the Bloodghasts are going to come back next turn. Gemstone Cavern. Presumably play a Gemstone Cavern. No, play a Copperline Gorge.
Maybe just to get back the Bloodghast.
Yep, that's fine. And then that's going to come. Price Amalgam's going to come back.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's just so nasty.
I think he should have gone for a fetch land, right? Fetch land. Then fetch land. You lay the fetch land. Don't bring the Bloodghast back, right? Because like Monkey, it's like some sorcery speed.
Maelstrom Pulse.
Maelstrom Pulse, right? And after that you lay, then that you fetch, get the other land, bring it back at end step, and then Monkey can't really do much.
Okay. No, Monkey.
Right, he can get rid of the Bloodghast.
Can't really do much anyway. He's just seen enough.
Like, turn 4, whatever.
Brutal.
Whatever.
That's why people are playing Dredge.
Yeah.
Anyway,
dude, Yu-Gi-Oh time. You just
well, it's interesting. So I used to play, right? I used to play.
Oh, no kidding.
A bit. Anyone who's seen my playmat knows I have a, like a
It's
Yu-Gi-Oh.
the wrong size, sir.
No, it's not. It's the right size. It's the same size playmat as a Magic
it's
playmat.
Not the same
It is
size.
my.
Dude, it's so small.
We're getting no. When next week I'll bring it. It only comes out on special occasions.
I've seen it before. Like
the YCS. Yeah. No, but so last week, I used to play, and I used to play with some close friends of mine, and we all stopped playing. Like I graduated to Magic. One of my other friends like sort of played Magic, but doesn't play anymore. He's doing an MBA, and our third friend who we used to play with, he now works for like a board games distributor in the UK.
Oh, that's cool.
So he plays like everything. Yeah, he doesn't. It's
part of his job.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, he's got a pretty awesome job. There was like a new card game called like Lords of Light or something. I don't know what it's called. Okay. He was like running it. He plays a lot of Final Fantasy TCG.
Right.
But my friend number one, who doesn't play anymore, he was at London Comic Con.
And I want that hoodie.
Yeah.
Is there?
Yeah, I'll get one for you.
Cool.
Oh, can I have the hoodie?
I'll try and find it. I don't know whether I have your size.
No, you don't. It's fine. It's fine.
We made 2 XLs and they told us it was going to be like the American XLs. No, not even close.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah.
I'm in Singapore. I'm in Singapore. I don't need a hoodie.
No, if you're going to order, then I'll just go
it's
in.
Fine. It's fine.
Order.
It's fine. But yeah, so he was at London Comic Con, and they were running a YCS, which is like a Yu-Gi-Oh Grand Prix, at the same time. And he went in to check it out, and he sent me like an increasing stream of messages being like, "Oh, I'm just having a look around."
What they're doing now? Do you know that they're playing? They're still playing.
And he ended
Pot of Greed.
I know they're not. And like they've changed loads of the cards as well. So like Monster Reborn. I don't know if you know what that does.
Yeah, I remember.
They've made it new. They've made a new Monster. They've made like Monster Reborn. So it's not as powerful as Monster Reborn.
So they banned Monster Reborn, and now they just like made Monster Reborn.
But he was sending me photos of like all of these cards, and the power creep is just like
it's insane,
right? They're like because they have a ban list, but everything is legal in Yu-Gi-Oh pretty much. So they're like, well, we better. How do we make people buy new sets? Make crazy cards.
Powerful cards, right? Like, dude, a 3-star. I think the most powerful 3-star when I left the game. 4-star you had to sacrifice, right?
No, 5 and 6 was one.
Alright, okay. So I remember the most powerful 4-star was like a 0-2000 creature, which you would play like face down.
Oh yeah, Mystical Elf.
The elf, right? That was the most powerful, right? Yeah. Like, every deck has to have
things have moved on since you played. Clearly in the Stone Age, but he was sending me cards like this is just stuff.
So what's
crazy.
The most powerful thing?
So there's a load of combos. So just like whenever in your opponent's turn, if you control a card, you can reveal this card and then look at the hand, and then they discard a card, and then you can do another card to return this back to your hand. Is all like, but so the rules have changed, right? They've changed the fundamental rules of the game. They've changed the
front
map.
row and the back row.
Yeah. So they've become different things. So he ended up playing in like a starter game, but it was like a giant with giant cards. So they have this like demonstration where they play with giant cards. So he was like, and he sent me like, it was quite cool. And
Why
then
don't we have giant cards?
Yeah, it's cool. And then for a second he was like, "Do you want to start playing again?" I'm like, no. It's like this is a rabbit hole. This is a rabbit hole.
Have you gotten rid of your old Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
They are in storage in the UK. So I have them. So like I don't think I'd ever get rid of them, right? So I had a pet deck that I like love playing.
Mm.
And I'd never get rid of them. Like I had special like holofoils, so like gadgets, which was like a.
I remember.
But I had like special. There was like one edition where they were like super foil, like shiny weird foils, like parallel foils they're called. I have those in German.
What?
Yeah, which I paid like a lot of money for. I have loads of oversized cards from Yu-Gi-Oh! They used to do oversized cards like
promos,
box toppers.
Okay.
So yes, I used to, but I would never get rid of them. My wife was like, "Yeah, you're gonna throw those away." I was like,
"No, you sell them away."
Yeah, but they're worth nothing.
They're worth nothing
because power creep means that they're worth nothing.
Well,
that's the problem.
So but I mean the cards from ye old day, right?
So
the ones that are still being used in tournaments right now, there are still cards that are being.
There are some, but like not a lot, right? So unlike Magic, where you can play Legacy and like the cards are worth something, or Modern, or because they have collectability, Yu-Gi-Oh cards are worth like.
Because
they just reprint them as well. They're like every year they like print something as a secret rare, which is one in every box.
Secret rare.
Yeah, one. So they make loads of exclusives. They make them really powerful, and they print one per box.
Okay.
And like half of them are rubbish. Then a year later they reprint them as promos in a tin for £10, so that kids can have them. They just buy 3 tins.
Oh, that's dumb.
So they have no value. So everyone, there's no value. There's no like.
But people still play them, right? Like.
Yeah. So
essentially the game is fun. That just means that the game is so much more fun than it is.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know.
It depends what state, but yeah. But he said the last point I'll have before we get back to Daston, who's about to just do some absurd things with a faithless looting. Otherwise, is that he said he recognised some people still. He said
what?
He said. So we must have played in 2011. So 7 years ago, he said he recognised some people, and I was like, wow. I was like, guys, like.
Let's play some Magic.
Yeah, that's what my first thought was. Like, it's time to play a real game now.
Yeah, play a man's game.
Yeah,
Risk. Yeah, man. Fort Fools in World War II is asking, is this standard or extended? This is modern. Modern, for those of you who do not know, modern spans back from cards from the current day all the way to 8th edition, which is about 10 years ago. What they call the modern, quote unquote, the modern border, where they changed the way the card essentially looked. Except for 8th edition. 8th edition did not change the way the card looked, right? It still looks the same. So let's bring up something like Ensnaring Bridge. Let's bring up maybe not Ensnaring Bridge. What has been reprinted in Blood Moon, right? So Blood Moon is one of those cards that were printed with the old border. So this is the modern border. Cards with maybe they don't necessarily have the holographic foil. Okay, but the border is slightly different from these old cards. Sorry, that's not... Yeah, this old card. Right, so this is very, very different from what you saw. So, yeah. 8th edition uses the new border. Yeah, you hated it. You quit the game when that happened. Whoa. Did you know that they changed the borders again? So there was this is the old new border.
The new border.
And then this is the new border. Which kind of looks kind of cool.
Is Sarah Angel still banned? Was Sarah Angel ever banned?
Oh wow. Was Sarah Angel ever banned? I'm like, I did not know that. No, Sarah Angel is not banned. But there are much more powerful cards right now. So yeah.
Wow, and Daston had to discard 2 creeping chills. That is bad time.
Yeah. Didn't even get to use them. Sci-Pi. Alright, Nakamiba here gonna hit the graveyard, gonna hit the battlefield, but is there any...
So Fort Fu is in World War II saying, I have 50 Lion's Eye diamonds.
Wow.
I suggest that you go on a nice holiday.
Yeah.
With the proceeds you could get for selling them.
Yeah. Honestly speaking. Unless they're fake. But I don't think so. Lion's Eye Diamond used to be like a crazy useless card back in the day. So yeah. Go to your local Magic shop, get them appraised, and sell them all. Are they worth like $10 now? You're missing a few digits, yeah. You're missing just a few digits. So yeah, go treat yourself. Treat yourself.
Buy yourself a nice ice cream or something to celebrate.
Just a nice ice cream. So yeah. Not much happening on Destin's side. Like he's got
lightning axe.
Yeah, that's a card.
Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine like using a lightning axe.
A card that you don't see much in the Dredgeless.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be a sideboard
fine.
card.
Yeah,
to get rid of. It's quite good at getting rid of Tarmogoyfs.
Yeah,
and discarding things like Creeping Chills.
Oh, but Creeping Chill is only from the library.
I know,
right?
but you know you're not going to play it from your hand, presumably.
Well, at some point, you need that little bit of reach. So yeah, I would think so. I don't know. But no price amalgams. That's weird. And that's very unfortunate for Destin. Like no price amalgams means that, he's kind of beating for very little.
Yeah,
very little value.
Slow clock.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't Destin playing the bridge from below last week?
No, he was playing Dredge.
He was playing Dredge.
I thought.
Right, we were talking about like bridge from below, and after that we were talking about like Dredge, and then suddenly Destin came out and was like, "Oh, you're playing Dredge."
Oh
cool.
no, Spellbomb.
That's
a problem.
Yeah, that kind of blows up your graveyard.
Well, I mean, Destin hasn't milled any good stuff really. He hasn't milled any priced amalgams yet.
Wow. Fools in World War II asking, does winning the Invitational let you get your face into a card?
It used to.
Used to, yeah.
Invitational doesn't exist anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah, when you start playing in 8th edition, a lot of things change. Damage doesn't go on the stack anymore.
Doesn't it?
No. What is damage on stack? Yeah. So, we don't have invitationals anymore. Do we?
No, that's a shame.
We have worlds. We have worlds.
Not quite the same.
Not the same. For sure, not the same.
Here we go.
Nakamiba versus
Dark
Bob.
Confidant blocking.
Wow. Why?
Have a bad time.
Yep. Gonna get rid
surgical
of your...
on the Bloodgust.
Yeah, I think Destin should just like give up at this point.
Nah, he's still got prize. Yeah, Monkey
Still
only has an Assassin's Trophy left.
Yeah, you go search. You go find that. Yeah, okay, so let's talk about like invitationals and that art thing, right? Because that's what this year is 25th, the 25th anniversary of Magic the Gathering. Is that right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And like, we're missing so much of that history now. We're missing so much of that trivia where like, a certain player would be on a certain card, right? Like the card that you create that personified you, so to speak. Maro was... There was that question on the trivia thing about like Mario, the art for Maro. The man with the green thing?
Yep.
Green man in the green. So yeah, we're missing nowadays. We're missing like that little touch to Magic cards, right? Like, I wish there was a little bit more.
There we go. There we go. That's a good combo.
Gonna get back that price amalgam, sir. Yeah, Destin still will be able to fight back despite all these setbacks. Did he just use his Assassin's Trophy? Oh, okay.
Maelstrom Pulse and Narcomoeba.
Yep.
So Assassin's Trophy is discarded to Collective Brutality.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff, they've got some cool stuff now. It's like Magic's pretty cool. But invitationals, that's definitely a thing that...
I don't know whether they bring it back, right? But
I don't think so.
I wish something like the Worlds or like the Pro... Not the Pro Tour, the World... The Hall of Fame.
Had like...
Maybe. immortalize you in the not just the Hall of Fame, but in like Magic sets. You could be like some background character. Hello, I'm like this palace guard on like a common or something like that. But
they had in Magic Origins, they had the designer card, right? The community, like some people design cards. Waste Not was the community designer card.
Yeah,
the one that does
everything.
I don't even know what it does. And there was like the Plants versus Zombies throwback and all sorts of like cool cards. So they have little
they have
things.
like trivia and stuff
but
like
it's
that,
not
it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same.
You idolize. I wouldn't say idolize, but like you look up to these like pro players, right? These are people that you aspire to become, right? They have given up their time. They've put in a lot of effort and probably blood, sweat, and tears and money to get where they are, and we gotta acknowledge that. I mean, these people are the greats of the game.
And Daston hits us creeping chill. There we go.
Chill.
He's gonna dredge. He's gonna draw.
Oh wow! He just drew like the best card that he could.
And then discard 2 cards. So he's gonna discard land and a. Yeah, I mean, I wish but that's just not where modern. That's not where modern is going now. It's
no,
not,
for sure.
But I mean, there's some cool cards, right? That are invitational cards: Solemn Simulacrum.
Yeah.
Sylvan Safekeeper.
Shadow Mage Infiltrator.
Rakdos Ogre Mage. So that's
right,
Terry, right? That's like he's just across the border. In Malaysia.
I think most famous one, Snapcaster Mage.
Snapcaster Mage.
Probably the one that's
or Meddling Mage.
And well, maybe even more famous than Snapcaster Mage would be Dark Confidant, right?
Yeah.
Bob.
Yeah.
Wow. How much you gonna dredge, bro?
A lot.
2, 3.
Oh, double stingray then.
Oh yeah. Nakamiwa comes back.
Oh, Faces Looting goes away. This is looking good. Daston's having a great time. Yeah. Just playing with himself.
I mean, Monkey
he's like count the library.
Can I do
and
it?
Again, Creeping Chill, Priced Amalgam, Conflagrate. Okay, well he's gonna go down to 3. Has 2 red available. Discard 3 cards to Conflagrate.
Kill you. No, Daston. No, double red.
Conflagrate. It means Munkit has to kill his own Kitchen Finks in response to gain 2 life.
But he
and
can't.
Munkit said no, he's not interested.
He has no cards in hand.
He had 1 card in hand.
He did? No, he didn't.
He had
it
1 card in
land.
hand. Okay, yeah. So is the life counter sold by WotC?
Nope.
No, that's just I don't know what it's called.
Download,
actually.
Yeah. You just download. I think it's just called like Magic Life Counter.
Magic Life Counter, something like that.
Yeah. Very generic name.
Winners for the raffle also, if
oh. Yeah. So who's the winner for the raffle, dude?
So we should explain what the raffle is.
I
right?
am the winner? No.
No. Neither am I, sadly. Even though I picked it. So for the S tier for the previous one, which is
why don't you come to the mic?
I'm not working, man. So for the raffle for October, Mr. Tang Wee Chiang, you've won a signed JTMS and a signed Liliana from our S tier.
He's not watching. He's not watching. He doesn't get it.
Okay. So
next.
Albertus Law, you win a Battleborn booster box.
Oh, come on.
Albertus is not watching. It belongs to me.
And Xiaonan Zhou, you have won a Nexus of Fate, which unfortunately is now $9.99, but it was like $50 when we placed it in. So
sorry,
you still won something. So
you still win.
Congratulations to our 3 guys who won. Next month we'll be giving out a Bayou for the S tier, like 2 Temple Garden Expeditions.
Oh gosh.
I think for standard we got some.
Wait. With the S tier like foil Liliana. Did I get that right?
No, it's a
signed Liliana.
So a signed Liliana and a signed JTM. So it's good for like Commander and to start off into modern.
Yeah.
And then for next month we're giving out a lot of good stuff. So stay tuned. The poster's up. We'll probably make a post on Facebook shortly.
Yeah.
Thanks,
speaking of Facebook, remember to follow, share, and subscribe on all our social media channels: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you want to watch us live, twitch.tv/GreyogaGames on Wednesday evenings, 8 p.m. Singapore time, and sometimes on a Sunday. Next month, There'll be 2 Sundays that will be streaming. One will be the monthly, which will probably be modern, I think. And then the other one will be our Eternal Sundays. Always gonna
Legacy.
be yeah.
And
Legacy.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about this more next week, but the Gregor Games team are going to Pro Tour Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
Presently. Just seeing Junhao.
Yeah, he's like packing
frantically, cards. Airport at 6 a.m. like on my flight. So we'll probably talk a bit more about those guys next week.
Yeah.
But Gregor Games are a team again in the team series this year. They've got some new faces. They got some new faces. Yam Wing Chun.
Yeah.
He's on Team Gregor Games.
We like
they gone international now,
time,
right?
Yeah.
He's from Hong Kong.
He's from Hong Kong, and then we've got like a guy from Thailand. What's his name? Oh man, I'm so bad at this. I definitely don't represent.
We'll have some more information about those guys next week. But they're going to be at the Pro Tour. They're going to be at the Pro Tours for the next year.
Yeah.
Repping the shop, repping the brand, and we'll be good to give them some support.
Yeah. On of course twitch.tv/Magic the Gathering, I think. Was it Magic?
Yeah, something like that. Wizards something. Yeah.
Just put that Magic together.
But we'll let you know when they're.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys in about 20 minutes time. In the meantime, I'll put on a replay, so don't go away. We'll be right back. See you guys. Hello everyone and welcome back to our weekly modern tournament here at Ogre Games. It's more than modern. I go Ogre Games. It's not like got to enunciate it. Grey Ogre Games. Grey with an E. My name is Mick. I am one of your hosts alongside the suit, Mr. James Church-Morley.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Well, I'll put you in enunciation lessons.
Yeah.
So that you can speak Queen's English.
The Queen's English. I remember running the podcast.
Yep.
And like making a conscious effort to articulate and to stop having those ums and and like we would spend no, we would spend time in a day, or like there was one time where we sat down, made a conscious effort to not do all these things, and like go through an English class, essentially on speaking, on like radio speaking.
It's quite. So I just did it. I don't normally do it.
Yeah.
So I'm aware that I don't normally do it, but I say other things.
To
like.
So
everyone
right?
has it. So it's interesting. The things you say are sort of unique markers.
Right.
To you that don't really change that much.
Mm-hmm.
Like your speech patterns are formed in a certain way and you don't notice it. You don't notice when there's awkward pauses or when you say strange things or say things like to fill the space. Yeah. But they are sort of somewhat unique to you. And somebody
else on the other side is listening.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, this guy says like a bit too much, or this guy says a little bit too much.
I find. So have you watched How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah.
You know, when Robin, she says...
Like generally?
Yeah, no, when she says like, and they have the drinking game.
Oh,
yeah. And then they tell her, and she's like, and she does it, and she goes, yes, I'm looking in there, like in the... Something like that.
Yeah, whenever they're watching the new show, generally.
But people do change the way to get rid of these things.
Yeah, you have to make a conscious effort. I
mean,
that's the whole nature of it. And we've never done this for the stream, right? We've never like sat down and it's like, okay, this is how to speak proper English.
Well, I already speak proper English. I'm from Britain, so
you're from the proper English land.
Exactly. So in fact, you should just listen to me.
Just speak like James.
You should just take on board what I'm saying. Just take all these life lessons I'm saying, all of my thoughts. English. Yeah, I could dial it up when I'm not so ill and I sound congested today.
Nice,
but I could dial it up if you wanted to.
Eat like
I could start using things like one. So I could say one does enjoy modern, doesn't one? Things like that. Never use personal pronouns. It's all about impersonal pronouns.
We haven't even introduced the players yet.
There's names on the screen. Ike Boone, Kevin Tan. Are they brothers?
No, they're not brothers.
Are they related?
No, I don't think so.
Just a happy coincidence.
Just because everybody's name is like Tan or Lo, or
Well,
Heng
there's
or
some
Tang.
truth. There must be some historical truth in that, right? It's like
yeah,
clans.
we came from that clan, right?
Yeah.
And there's if you go to like certain places in China where they like have history of a certain family, it's pretty interesting because it really you can trace the roots of the Chinese family from whence ever.
Okay.
So like
We're
the
really
Lo.
getting hard.
So for me, I'm like Mikhail Lo, right? I
with-
came from this clan or this what's his name? There was not a scholar, official, right?
Okay.
So a Chinese official
Okay.
who changed their name.
Did they?
Yeah, to Lu. So, yeah.
To Lu.
Yeah.
As
So
in-
it's actually Lu.
So is that what? Just L-O?
Lu.
Lu.
Lu with like some this thing, but like in English it would be like Lo.
Okay. Interesting. Perhaps we'll save it for the genealogy podcast.
Which will never come.
No. Hey, these are coming. They're coming down the pipeline.
Like
Give us a
somewhere, like,
shout
5
in
years.
the chat if you want. What have we had? We've had the history one. We've had the theology one.
We have the weather.
The weather one, the
podcast.
philosophy one. Like, we've got all these great shows. Just let us know which ones you want to hear first. We have wide expertise. We
Yeah,
can talk about
it is.
many things. So
Science and technology.
I won't go too deep, but church historically meant that your family or someone was working
Related
in the
in the
church. So
Oh.
was it either a member of the clergy or
What?
Yeah.
Oh
that's
my
what
goodness.
because it's like how.
It's like Da Vinci, right? Of Vinci. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
Leonardo of
But
Vinci.
English people, they used to have the names like the surname from like their
like the
occupation.
woodsman.
Yeah,
like
so things like that. So like how doesn't it in Patel in Hindi means farmer, right? So
It does?
yeah, apparently.
Okay, so like Dave Patel is like Dave Farmer Boy.
Yeah, but like so Indian people with Patel surnames were historically people who work the fields. I think that's right.
Right.
I'm gonna get horribly accused of all sorts of horrible things.
They only know how to work.
Yeah. So yeah, 5 minutes in, magic. That's good.
And there's nobody like nothing has happened by the way.
So we talked about Dredge last round.
Yeah.
Creeping chill, boom, Dredge back in the meta game.
And here we
Like
see
clockwork,
Dredge.
we did not set this up.
Yeah.
We did not set this up. Kevin Tan playing Dredge.
Live from Rome here, gonna get back some cards. Of course, he tried to bring back the what you call it,
Price amalgam.
Price amalgam.
Well, I
That
got Path
gets-
to Exiled.
Yeah, that got dealt with
It's-
quite easily.
This is not the best start, right, for Kevin.
No,
You need to be dead by now.
exactly. Yeah. So we saw in the last game with Conrad and Alejandro, right?
Yeah.
Alejandro did not kill
Just
within
spinning
like the
his
first three
wheels,
cards.
right? Oh, you're attacking me for one. Oh, okay.
Ow.
With a Narcomoeba. Oh, stop the daggers. It's just like a Golgari thug in hand for Kevin. He's gonna do some stuff and some things and discard some
actually good.
cards.
It's actually going to be casting
Yeah.
Stingweed Imp here.
Oh,
That'll be fun.
it's got death touch.
So difficult to deal with.
Oh no, save just a Bloodgust.
But I mean, like, look at his hand. His hand is just stuck
His
full
hand
of.
is, his hand is sadness. That's what his hand is. Mate.
Exactly. He needs to find a way to like discard all the cards. He has a conflagrate.
Oh, another password.
Oh no.
So yeah, so this is the problem, right? You need to be Ike Boone's deck. What does he have? He has Supreme Verdict. Some of them play set to the wreckage, maybe a one-of. Cryptic Command to tap you down, Path to Exiles. Jeskai Control, so Lightning Bolt, Lightning Helixes. His removal, apart from the Supreme Verdict, which is pretty bad against you if you can just bring all your cards back, is 1-for-1 removal.
Yeah.
If you can play like 2 or 3 creatures, overload his removal,
And then
tax his mana.
Get him to
Exactly.
commit
That is-
that terminus, or get him to commit the Supreme Verdict. That's that one time. All you have to do is just one time, and then you rebuild the rest of your board.
Exactly. So and that's the problem is that Kevin's been playing out these threats one at a time, and Ike Boone's been going, Path to Exile.
Yeah.
Logic, not Path to Exile. Like you're not stressing him.
Enough,
You're not causing him. You know, we talk about the axes of play, right? The Dredge deck, this Dredgevine deck is like we said last round. It's not about playing like fair magic, right? It's about doing like taking on the additional risk to just do some crazy stuff, and it's not paying off.
Yeah, I think Kevin start a little bit slower, and he could just cast. I mean, like he could cast the hollow one like right now, just discard all the cards in hand for the. I believe there is a conflagrate in the graveyard.
Yep, there is. He milled it on the first turn.
You know, just go for it.
I've been kind of a little cheeky read of Life from the Lame. Yeah. It does bring back lands. It does say up to 3, I believe.
Oh damn!
Is that right? It's up to 3 lands.
Yeah. He could go Life from the Loam, get back more lands, and then try to, you know,
conflagrate. Yeah,
conflagrate, shoot you for extra damage.
Another single point coming in. Ike being goes, sure, bro, whatever, you got me. Yeah, Ike Boone's hand is Supreme Verdict, Cryptic Command, and Lightning Bolt. And if he draws a land strong, next turn that's untapped, that Celestial Colonnade is just getting fired up. Like,
yeah,
it's just like you know, the Celestial Colonnade finishes the game very quickly. 14
life on Kevin's side of the board. That's not a lot, especially since he's got not enough pressure. I think Kevin here, needs to go off on that conflagrate soon.
I'd be brilliant if Kevin milled 4 Creeping Chills.
That'd be
brilliant, wouldn't it? Mill all 4 Creeping Chills, attack you with Narcomoeba, question mark. How's that 1/1 removal looking now, bro? Conflagrate in the graveyard, ready to go. No.
Oh, okay. All right. So a little bit of the Cryptic Command just to counter draw. That's fine. I think that's okay. And now he can conflagrate with no impunity.
That was a flashback conflagrate, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the flashback. What you call it? Faithless Looting. Now conflagrate. Should be. Wow. Failed to find. Okay.
Oh, feels bad. Feels bad, man.
Let's take 1 point of damage. No problem. I love that. There was a point in time in like Khans. I was playing like Sultai Reanimator, so I would like mill stuff in the graveyard, and then there will always be there's always that first time when you do it, right? Where I play like Polluted Delta. That was when we had fetch lands. I play Polluted Delta. I'll fetch. I'm gonna find my 1 swamp, and then you go through your deck and it's like, oh, I don't have my 1 swamp. I don't have any more swamps. Yeah, feels bad.
Feels bad.
And then you look through your graveyard and it's like, oh, there it is.
Ike Boone has decided he's had enough. Lightning Bolt to the face suggests that he's going to be changing position, becoming more aggro. I see, that looks like a main deck.
Secure the Waste. Secure the Waste is fun.
Interesting that card has transmuted. No, it hasn't changed substance. It's made its way from sideboards into a main board, right? It's more of a sideboard card.
Well, I think with the introduction of Teferi, like this card has become a lot better because when you get to untap, even that 2 mana, just to make that 1 token to block and protect the Teferi for that 1 turn, can be important, can be quite devastating.
Narcomoeba being milled.
All right, so Narcomoeba enters the battlefield.
And there's now a better Dredger in the graveyard.
Oh yeah.
Sting we didn't gonna do all of the dredge things. Attack for 2.
Beating you
down to 11. End of 10. Ike Boone is gonna go secure the waste for 5. Attack you.
This deck does not play Explosion yet. I would love to see that card. What was it? Explosion.
Explosion.
What's the other side? The other one copies targets.
Implosion, expansion.
Expansion, explosion.
So
right,
hybrid is it? Copy instant or 3, 4 or less. You can choose new targets.
Yeah.
Explosion. I don't know what explosion is. It's
explosion
like
is
blue, red, X.
Yeah, and then you draw X cards, you do X damage to any target. Oh, so good.
It's like a Sphinx of Revelation, but
dealing damage
is it?
Dealing damage is legit. It does cost 1 mana more, like the starting cost costs 1 mana more.
Modern Magic. Accurately costing stuff so it's not unfair. Boo. Don't like it. Should have been blue, red, X. That would have made for fun. No, we shouldn't have been that.
Wow, he discards his entire hand.
Commit to it. So how many is that going to be, though? Is that enough that 3 Narcomoebas will kill Ike Boone next turn?
Nah, I think he goes down to... I think that's 5 cards.
Okay.
He goes down to 6. Oh wow, that's a lot of cards actually.
So that down to 3 set is enough that 3 Narcomoebas is going to kill Ike next turn.
Oh, coincidentally, and so that the price amalgam comes back. That triggers the next 2 price amalgams to come back at the next end step.
Yep.
So that gets around. That's pretty heads up play by Kevin.
Yeah. So Ike Boone, that Supreme Verdict is still in hand. He's probably going to have to. He's gonna. Okay. He's gonna.
Alright, just
he wants to go get an island, right?
The best part would be if Kevin just like flips over a lightning bolt this turn.
Yeah, not in the main board of Dredge.
Although, what I think Ike Boone should have done.
So Ike Boone is committed to to playing the Supreme Verdict now, right?
Well, if he draws a Cryptic Command, so the best card for him right now is like Cryptic Command.
Yeah,
right?
that'll find him. That'll give him turn. I think he's thinking about Secure the Waste for 3.
And I think that's valid. I think he should be doing something.
But that means he's just wasting and Secure the Waste if he's going to Supreme Verdict, because he can't block the Narcomoebas, right? Or he can if he fires up a Celestial Colonnade.
Yeah, just one, right?
But then Prize Amalgam's coming back, and he drew.
Oh, it's a Teferi. That's not good.
I'm not feeling that.
So, but the problem is you Supreme Verdict now. You're still dead to
He's playing Teferi. I Supreme Verdict, okay. He's tapped 5 mana.
Yeah, you tapped a little bit too much.
Don't know why he's tapped 5 mana.
No. Yeah, but those 2 price amalgams do come back. Oh wow. Okay, Kevin didn't trigger the price amalgam. Can we go check like price amalgam again?
Yep.
Because I was pretty sure like those found the price amalgam returning back the last turn brought these 2 back, and I thought that was the most brilliant play like ever to get around.
You like that?
This thing, yeah, I love it.
So we're getting dredging now. We're going dredge 5. Yep.
Yeah, see, return price amalgam from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped at the beginning of the next end step. So, he conflagrated.
Yep.
Tossed 2 more price amalgam into the graveyard.
Yep.
Saw 1 price amalgam hit from the graveyard back to the battlefield because there was a Narcomoeba that did that.
Yep.
Previously, and then.
So they should trigger his end steps. They should untap
and
attack.
Egg Boone's end step. So it doesn't matter if you like Supreme Verdict, it will come back. And next turn, unless you've got like spot removal or like instant speed removal, like you're dead.
When Kevin goes to youtube.com/Greg Games and watches the replay of this match,
he will see that.
In fact, he can watch the replay of all the matches that we show on a Wednesday.
Whoa! We should not make like a big thing out of that, because like that's not how you segue.
Do you like that? I thought that was quite clever.
That was good. That was really good.
Yeah, maybe he will. But that's something to think about in the future for the Dredge players out there. And maybe people are thinking about picking up Dredge now that Creeping Chill. Where are the Creeping Chills? Where are they? A Creeping Chill off the top of the deck right now wins it. He can't be playing this deck without Creeping Chills. Why would you do that? Just play them. I saw that Dredge is the number 1 metagame deck on Goldfish.
Really?
Goldfish. Yeah,
right now?
Apparently so.
Creeping Chill.
That's what the internet told me. Because of Creeping Chill.
It's just a lightning. It's not even a lightning helix.
It's like a free lightning helix, right?
Yeah.
But you can always get it. Like if it's in your hand, you can get it into a graveyard by conflagrating it away or Faithless Looting or Cathartic.
No, but it's got to go from your library.
I know you don't get the effect right, but you can still get rid of it.
Yeah.
So it's not like I drew it. Or if worst comes to worst, got that black mana.
Oh, I wonder if there's any.
Just cast it.
I wonder if there's any like card that like puts stuff from your graveyard onto the top of your library. Just recursively.
Noxious Arrival, but not recursively.
But not all the
That seems like it would be too good a card.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's basically
Tolera
saying
Academy.
Draw like whatever card you want from your graveyard every turn.
Was that Tolerant Ruins? No.
1 blue tap put artifact from graveyard on top of library. That's very specific criteria to jump through.
That's okay.
Don't worry, they'll make that enchantment in 2 years' time. It'll be a mythic. It'll be really expensive because of EDH.
Right, and then like nobody's gonna be playing it in standard or modern or legacy.
Like Crucible of Worlds.
Yeah, people stop playing Crucible of Worlds in their sideboard. I do not know why. It's still a very
So it's a
powerful
one-off
card.
in the blue-white control deck sideboards,
Yeah,
right?
just-
so you
just
can just
to-
attrition them out of Field of Ruins.
Yeah.
If they kill your Celestial Colonnades, get it back. Ooh, Golgari Thug versus Teferi.
Yeah.
Although Ike is down to 1, but he drew a Lightning Helix. Okay, that's gonna go down.
Wow, is he just gonna bounce it?
That,
He can block.
He can block. And he's got a Lightning Helix, so interesting that he would...
Man, Kevin missed the boat. Kevin 100% missed that boat. That was unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, a land here for Kevin is good because he has Bloodgast. And he's going to be able to get a land.
Yeah, from Life from Loam.
Alright, Stinkweed Imp, Golgari Thug, doesn't matter. Get a land, play a land, Bloodgast.
He
I
doesn't
guess
have any green source, dude.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Yeah, because he blew up like Igbun blew up his green sources.
So that's
The fact that Kevin went through his entire deck, just dealt himself one for like no good reason.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
Kevin not having a good time.
Yeah, Igbun here, like he should know Kevin doesn't have a lightning bolt on the hand. Conflagrate you, try to hit you for 1. Nope, I'm gonna lightning helix you, and now you're gonna die. Lightning helix, lol.
Go up to 4.
Oh no.
Down to 7.
Yeah, lightning helix, surprise.
They never see it coming
Mm.
until they always see it coming.
And now you know. Kevin will know. Oh, lightning helix, that card.
It's still that's going to the
Yeah, that has
graveyard.
to go to the
Yeah, go to the
graveyard, yeah.
graveyard. Yep. And then we're going to see secure the waste for 4. Yes, we are. Love it.
That's a 2-turn. No, now he's dead, right? He's got a celestial colonnade. Does he?
Mhm.
Yeah, he does.
Fire out the Celestial Colonnade.
That's it. That's game.
Yeah, Kevin.
Kevin missed that one trigger. That one trigger.
It's all that
you
matters in
can,
Modern.
yeah. That's all. That's all that matters. Sometimes, like you watch that match. What's that young Chinese kid that was playing
Yeah, Wing
against?
Chun, Hazaret.
Yeah.
Boom.
Wing
Sad
Chun.
times. I saw him
Sadness.
at GP Singapore.
Oh, okay. Was he doing okay?
I don't know. I didn't speak to him. I just saw him.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know him, right? I'm like, hey, do you watch Modern 8 p.m. on a weekday?
Hey man, I watched you
I
like
bet you
screw up
do.
on the GP.
Yeah, how'd you feel about that? Let me get you to relive your worst memory, which probably cost you tens of thousands of dollars, just because I can. No, I'm not that guy. I just saw him. No, I've got no other comments about it.
Right.
I saw him.
Like, yo, what's
He was a
up?
bit shorter than I thought he would be, but
Nah,
I think that's like most people, in fact, because you only see Magic players sitting down, right? You never see them. Never. Oh, they're standing up. No.
but yeah, that's true. That's true. You always see like they do interviews. They stand up. They stand up like next to the screen, but then it's
Maybe,
always
yeah,
like cut
but-
off.
Yeah, exactly.
Like when
There's
they're
no sense of scale.
When they're
Right.
explaining the deck, it's like, yeah, that card is like obviously overblown because that screen is huge, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's no sense. Yeah, So I saw plenty of people at GP Singapore.
See,
There's no GP Singapore in 2019. Is that right?
no more,
No Magic Fest in Singapore. Sorry.
no more. Magic Fest, yeah, that's right.
It seems very strange
No
because
more.
Singapore is like
It's a great place to be,
show
right?
for Singapore, right? It's like a hub in Southeast Asia
Mhm.
that everyone can sort of get to. Has good infrastructure. Is relatively cheap. Has a
Unfortunately,
load of convention space.
Stuff are expensive here. I think like trying to get like exhibition space.
Really?
Just expensive.
It's
like
weird
it's not-
because Harvey Norman can rent out all of this space for 7 months a year to sell white goods and beds, but no one can organize a Magic tournament at a weekend.
God damn. Right?
Strange, right?
Yeah. Well, it's just to create. I mean, it's a marketing hype, right? Like,
Yeah.
You go for just those trade shows and exhibitions. They're not actually cheaper. They're maybe a little bit cheaper.
Oh, they know.
Yeah. We went to. There was a weekend. I remember testing this theory out. Right, I went to the trade show. Went to go and collect prices of like disk drives,
Ooh.
stuff that you usually buy, like speakers and
The
stuff
life
like that.
you live, Mick.
And then I go to Sim Lim Square, like was it that weekend or the next weekend?
Half the price, same price.
They're the same price, or they're cheaper. Like they were cheaper as like St. Louis Square. I think that weekend it was cheaper, and then when I went back, it's like
Interesting.
It's dumb. It's some are actually cheaper, right? The stuff that they really want to get rid of, the old stuff, like that's actually cheaper. And I think booth space in Singapore.
Yeah, shame.
Kind of expensive.
It's weird because is there a Grand Prix in Hong Kong? A Magic Fest in Hong
Yeah,
Kong? Is there one in Hong Kong? They chose Hong Kong over here.
Yeah, because I
Shame.
want to go to Hong Kong.
I'm gonna ring my shame bell. Because, it's like it's not
because
it's not even close.
Because Hong Kong is so much closer to the United States than Singapore.
Yeah,
it's 19 hours. Dude, 19 hours on a plane.
How long to Hong Kong? 16 hours. If you're committing to that long a flight, you're like
15 hours.
Where from?
Well, they're
from
from New York. From New York.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, like you're coming from the West Coast, right? With the Wizards of the Coast, they're coming in
from Seattle.
From oh no, it's not Wizards of the Coast. Crap, it's Channel Fireball
from California. Yeah.
Yeah, they're on the West Coast,
yeah.
So it's a lot shorter. I think maybe like 10 hours.
Yeah,
they can bring the equipment over.
Yeah,
but they're not going to.
It's a shame. I think that Singapore has a big Magic scene, and it would have been cool to have a GP.
Not big enough, apparently. Yeah. Oh well, what you gonna do, right? It's cheaper
not go to another Grand Prix. That's what I'm gonna do.
No, because there are no more Grand Prix. The Magic Fest.
Oh, I'm not gonna go to another.
Magic Fest.
It's just,
well, you haven't been to one yet. There are only Magic Fest next year.
Oh, wow, so exciting.
Oh man.
Yeah, interesting.
Again, our views do not represent the views of Greg Games. We are.
So my question for you is: how long until they start charging for entry to a Magic Fest? Next year? Not next year.
No.
2020. Like $5.
So when they start incorporating it with HasCon.
Interesting.
Yeah. When they do that, then they will start charging for entry, because HasCon is like there's entry for.
Is there? But do you not think that a random Magic Fest in like a year's time they're gonna just start charging $5 to come in, because it's not only like the Grand Prix tournament. There's a load of other stuff. Do you think they're gonna
they'll offer you cardboard in exchange for your $5?
Well, like you get a pack.
You get cardboard. You get like pre. You don't have to participate. You don't no longer have to participate in like the Magic Fest main event. You go in, like you pay like $10, you get a promo.
Yeah, I think something.
And then you'll be like. Right, we'll do that again. Hello everyone, and welcome to your weekly modern tournament here at Grey Ogre Games. It's more than modern. My name's Mick. I'm one of your hosts alongside the suit, Mr. James Church Morley. I feel like Mr. Burns. Smithers?
Your voice is just like is the descent into futility, right? It's just like I've just given up on life. No. Just living every day.
Living every day on life.
It's just nihilism. You're just like
channeling my inner darkness. Watching the match here. We're watching the match here between Abe Masanori.
Masanori Abe.
Is it Masanori Abe? The other way around? Okay, my bad. Masanori Abe and Pagan E.
Yeah, Masanori is playing humans.
Oh,
like
wow.
trip sleeve human deck.
Triple sleeve human decks with the
Yeah.
with the Aether Vial. Whoa, okay.
And Pagan is playing.
I'm gonna match the number of permanents you have on the battlefield.
Oh, that's so many. That's a lot of things going on.
That's a lot. That's a lot of things.
Pagan's playing elves. We never see elves. No one ever plays
Oh,
elves.
well,
I love elves.
Once in a while.
I love elves. I think elves is an awesome modern deck. I think it's cool.
Once in a while, we get to see modern elves. And no, you know what? I think we see legacy elves more than modern elves. Specifically on this stream, on this channel, twitch.tv/GreyOgreGames. Like, yeah, and I don't doubt it. Like, elves is kind of cool.
It's the question of who can dump their hand onto the table the fastest. And
the answer is
Pagan, yeah. But like Masanotti is just doing like a great impression as well. Charlotte's like, at Aether Vial, champion of the Paris, and I play Kite Self Rebooter. You're not going to get anything with the Kite Self Rebooter. What you're hoping to hit the collected company, right? That's all you're looking for.
That's the only thing that you hope is gonna stick. Oh man.
Play Shaman of the Pack.
Shaman of the Pack hit you for 6. Jeebus.
Haven't even gone to combat yet.
Alright. Swing you. That's a 2-2. It's still a 2-2, and he's just swinging in like, yeah, bring it, bro.
Wow.
Oh man, trading off the Elvish Archdruid for a champion of the parish. How does that feel? Like,
well, it tells me that Pagan wants to end this game like literally as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
It's interesting. You rarely see humans like defensively posturing like that.
Yeah, I need to block.
Yeah. We're going to see a Mantis Rider. And then a...
Wow, that's a big...
This is just like haymakers, right? It's just like,
Yeah.
no, you do something. No, I do something. No, you do something. No, I do something.
Your cards are better than my cards? No, I'm going to prove you wrong. And like the only thing I think that Pagan can pull out of the hat right now is like a collected company. And then pass the turn, and then
Collected company to double Shaman of the Pack.
Or like just double Lords. Oh man, double Shaman of the Pack, that would be crazy.
It's dead, right? You're dead.
Yeah, that's dead. That's like full stop.
I'm gonna see another Elfish
Archdruid and then swing in with the crew. That's nuts. But that's a lot of damage. I mean, like that is legitimately a lot of damage.
Right? Yeah, it is.
Oh man, is that a reprint?
This was in dual decks, Elves versus Inventors.
Oh right, okay. Kind of looks cool. Very channeling the Zerg-ish type.
If I was gonna build an Elves deck, which I'm thinking about doing in Modern, it would have this art of Elvish Archdruid.
Oh, cool.
As opposed to the one from like M10 through 13.
Right, it's just
which
like
is the guy.
Just that dude, right? And then the one that in the Commander ones, same dude.
Yeah.
And then the Commander ones, same dude. This one is special dude.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, this art looks kind of sick, right? It's like, kind of displays the brutality of playing an Elvish Archdruid, which is
looks like a Khans of Tarkir, like a Khans Tarkir elf.
Really?
Well, I don't know.
Well,
it just
like
says like manifesting, right? It looks like a manifest or a morph or something like that.
More like okay. This kind of reminds me of Worm Coil Engine.
Okay.
Right? It's got like the is the artist the same? Worm Coil Engine. Yeah. I think that's enough.
Yes. Wow.
Raymond Swanland?
Wow, that was great.
Yeah.
Great.
Identifying
You just completely guessed that right.
No. I mean, like it had the same feel, right? I mean, like look at this, and then look at this, and then look at this. You know, it's got the same
interesting.
feel,
a lot of sharp edges. Okay.
A lot of like well-defined like scale type things.
Yeah.
Cool. This must have been like some promo art. Well, obviously it's promo art, right? This is the Elves versus dual decks, Elves versus Inventors dual deck. Wow. Masanori just went like
Let's just go.
A lot of dudes.
Dead to a Shaman of the Pack off the top.
Yeah. Collect the company into.
But if not, Pagan is going to be dead next turn.
Yeah. So Pagan like definitely did not draw like Shaman or Pack.
No.
Otherwise that'll be like slam hit the table.
Something like an Elvish Visionary gives him a redraw.
He's got enough mana to cast it.
Yeah, Collected Company is good. You want to end the game this turn,
Yeah,
and I don't think you can do it by attacking.
Unless of course it's like an overrun or something like that.
Yeah, so unless he has Azuri Renegade, Elvish
then
Renegade,
he definitely ends the game this turn, right? +3/+3 for okay. So basically he has to tap the 3 mana from the lands, but he's got 5 mana from the Elvish.
Yeah, then tap the Elvish
Archdruid.
Archdruid, and then
And then that that's an additional like 9 power on the board. So let me see if that's enough. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, sorry, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, Masanori would survive actually.
I think he just lines up blocks, and if the Talia's Lieutenant dies, that's fine. Like as long as he's left with 3,
4, 5. So 5 more damage. Oh, he will have to block with almost everything.
Yeah, he will. He can't. He has to block with all of his creatures.
Yeah, and then you'll be left with like 1 or 2 power, which then you won't get Pagan on the backswing. Oh.
I think Pagan's trying to work it out at the moment.
Powerful stuff.
Yeah, these decks just go, don't they? They just throw all the cards on the table.
Like,
tapping.
Better.
Oh! You're just clapping. Just well done. And it's just saying I'm going to attack with these guys. And we're going to see some blocks.
How do I do this?
So we're going to... we're gonna bring up Ezri.
I think so. Yeah.
So we'll bring up Ezri on the screen.
Yeah. Bring up.
Once I can spell, there we go. Found out where the Z is on the keyboard.
There's so many Azuris.
Oh, aren't there? Here you go.
So many Azuris.
So 2 green. Elves you control get +3/+3 until end of turn. And that looks like that's it.
Hmm.
And then I don't know how to feel about this matchup. It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
It just seems to be like,
who gets to go first?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I know you're trying to like hold back. It's like, yeah, who won the coin?
Yeah.
Who won the dice roll gets to
just
win
stuff.
this
Just
game.
stuff like happens, right?
I'm like, that. Oh man, this is you'll never see this in standard.
No.
Right. This is not something typical that you see in standard where like the person who wins the dice roll like generally wins the game. You only see this in modern. You only see this in like legacy, where like burn decks can take you out on turn 3, right? Where like really hyper aggressive decks take you out on turn 2, turn 3. They don't do it all the time, but they can, right? And so yeah, this is going to be interesting.
I need to ask the question: what is in the dual deck Elves versus Inventors? Because this looks insane. Because you have the Elvish Archdruid, the Ezri's got new art as well. Like this is this just like an amazing deck? Should I be buying 4 of these? This is
I don't think so. I think the Ezuri. Oh, maybe that's why he said. Because we said like dual.
Oh yeah, okay.
Sounds like.
Yeah. So maybe I'll go out and buy 4 Elvish
instead of a box.
Yeah,
no mistake.
No, I know.
Mistake.
I know.
Like, let me like reel you back in. Just get a box of like Dom, right? It's got so many great cards. You want to make that. You want to make that Imara something
Soul of Tandris,
like, Soul of Tandaris deck. And just get a box of like this thing that gets you maybe History of Benalia, maybe gets you some token producers.
So do you think
Saproling Outburst?
Maybe.
No, that's in.
So do you think that this game just literally depends on who goes first? Like, it feels like Humans has a slightly better. Elves probably has a higher a lower floor to the draws that they could have.
Really?
I think humans has quite a consistent draw. Like elves could have a super explosive draw, but it could also have like a.
It can also have like
yeah. Whereas I think humans can have like quite a. The floor, the ceiling is probably higher.
Yeah, you know, we saw in the last game, right? Turn 3, I put Mantis Rider on the battlefield and then drop Talia's Lieutenant. Like you can imagine a situation where turn 1 is what's that? The
Aetherval.
Turn 2 is
Champion of the Parish.
Talia's Lieutenant, and then turn 3 is Mantis Rider into Talia's Lieutenant, and that ends the game, right? That is like
that was the draw that Masanori had pretty much, but he was on the draw. That was the problem, right? That's the problem.
So we have determined by scientific proof. But yeah, in hyper aggressive matchups, like this is important to be on the play, to be dictating that your opponent be blocking, right? The first person to block in this instance is the loser, right? They will not get out of this alive.
Okay, Heritage Druid, the play for P, and that's a slower one.
Slightly.
It requires lots of other creatures to do stuff, but once you get them, it goes.
Next turn he could go like land, elvish, elf, and then
make 3 mana, and then
or like he doesn't even have to go like elf. He can just go what's that? The guy that makes the 1/1.
Dwynen's Elite.
Dwynen's Elite, yeah. Dwynen's Elite, and after that tap all 3, then Dwynen's Elite into like another elf, tap all 3, and after that you get, infinite mana.
Oh, Reflector Mage.
Wow, turn 2 Reflector Mage. That is aggressive. So not Dwynen's Elite. Maybe no lands anymore. Let's see. Oh, that's a beautiful forest.
I'm gonna say Gilt Leaf Palace. Yeah. There we go.
I'll show you my.
They are expensive.
Gilt Leaf Palace.
Whoa, they're expensive.
They're hard to get. They are highly collectible.
That's corporate speak for expensive, right?
Bloody expensive. Alright, so Talia's Lieutenant here, great draw. And then, you follow this up with another Talia's Lieutenant, and then that is maximum.
Attack for 4. Oh, hang on.
What?
Assassin's Trophy. Okay. Can destroy Aethervals.
Can destroy flyers.
And then Masanori probably, most human lists play 1 basic land. 1 to 2, it depends. So some play like 1 island, 1 plane. Some play 1 island, Seachrome Coast. Some play Seachrome Coast. It just depends on the configuration of their mana base.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because they're super weak to Path to Exile, right?
So now every Assassin's Trophy is just to try target thing.
Yeah.
It can hit a land too.
It can.
Right? So he could just,
But we saw Masanori. Masanori's already played the plains, right? So you can see he's got the plains under there.
Yeah, and then he's got like island now. So yeah, just blow up your lands. You got no access to, other lands after that. But it doesn't really matter. I think if Masanori had more proactive cards, he would have cast it anyway.
Yeah.
Because he's got 3 mana. Like, you do not... Like, you as the humans deck, you do not give up 3 mana that easily.
Which is interesting, so I wonder what he's actually got in his hand to play...
Spell Quellis? Maybe more like Reflector Mages, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. Heritage Druid.
And an Elvish Clancaller.
Yeah, okay.
A new addition from Core Set 19. Elves get +1/+1.
Let's bring it out. I think, we don't give enough love for like Elves deck. The Elves deck.
I'm surprised that this isn't in the bloody dual deck, Elves versus Inventors.
No, because it came out in M19. Come on, dude.
I know, I'm joking.
Corporate.
Got to keep some stuff back, right? You gotta
think about their monies,
I'll say
how to make them.
Masanori had a dismember for the Elvish Clancaller.
Oh yeah, okay. That was kind of painful, but
they gotta do it.
Chooses not to trade with the what's that? Heritage Druid.
Heritage Druid is much more valuable alive, just making mana, right?
No kidding. You can go essentially with a Heritage Druid, even on turn 2, right? You can just produce almost infinite amounts of mana. You can empty your hand. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, it's like if you know, imagine if you had Glimpse of Nature.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
But not in Modern.
No,
not in Modern.
No.
So you're going to see Pendlehaven tapped here for a Elves of Deep Shadow.
That is why that card is banned.
Yeah. Another Heritage Druid. Having a cheeky little thing. Make 3 mana. Not bad. Play an Elvish Archdruid. And we're going to see a... Is it Staticaster?
Whoa. Respond.
To get rid of the Heritage Druid.
He could, you know what? He has Assassin's Trophy. No, but Assassin's Trophy only hits target opponent. Right? So yeah, in response, is that Staticaster. So it wasn't a Reflector Mage. It was is that Staticaster. Effectively a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Phantasmal Image copying Staticaster.
Oh, wow. We were. Respond.
Oh, this is going to go
so
badly.
with this on the stack, yeah. So this doesn't target, so you can choose. You can destroy the Is that Staticaster. And then it has to copy something else. But I mean, like, it copies anything else on the board. Like, that's huge, right?
Copy a Starlift Lieutenant. It's just, you know.
Judge. Okay. Oh, okay. All right, we have another judge, Jin Hao.
Is Jin Hao judge?
Yeah, Jin Hao is a judge.
Really?
Level one judge. We are all like level 1 judge. Me, Mark, Jin Hao, but not Cass. Not Cass. Cass is not a level 1 judge.
Not me.
Not. But you know the rules. Doesn't know
TBD. It depends on the rules.
Depends on
the
rule,
rules. I know blocking and attacking.
I know turning creature sideways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come on, Jin Hao, you can do it. Hasn't exercised the judge brain in a while.
Put the judge cap back on. And this looks like it's not good. This looks like it's not going well for Pagan, though, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah, it's kind of tough. All right, so it doesn't target. Yep. He Elvish Archdruid. Yeah, he doesn't even look for the land. Wait. Yeah. Wonderful.
So what is he going to ask now? Is he going to say, does he have to search for the land and fail to find?
No, I think there's some confusion, right? Like, it'll copy. It doesn't target. So let's bring up Phantasmal Image. I think this is important for people to know, especially if you don't know the so many Phantasmal stuff. Sometimes we make assumption that
I knew Phantasmal Bear was a card. And I knew Phantasmal Dragon was a card.
But I did not know there was like how many are there? 9?
Phantasmal Abomination.
9, yeah.
Look at that.
9 instances of Phantasmal. So yeah, you may have Phantasmal Image enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, except it's an illusion, blah 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 blah. So this is what happens with clones, right?
Look at that.
That is huge. Huge. Yeah. I think Pagan's in a lot of trouble.
Interesting that Masanori could have played the Noble Horrocks first and got the additional Tali's Lieutenant counters if he...
Oh, yeah. No, but I mean, like, you want...
But Pagan is in a lot of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Collected Company here maybe pulls him back a bit.
Did he get Collected Company?
No, that's just a Dwyne's
Elite. Yeah. It can block, I suppose. Can chump block.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's nothing is beating that Talia's Lieutenant. That's a 6/6.
Yeah.
Giant beater. Goodness. Yeah, so back to what I was saying, right? That you may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of another any creature. It doesn't target, which means that if you get rid of the intention, so you may cast, or your opponent may cast it, and then say, I want to make it a copy of this, and say, no, it hasn't entered the battlefield yet. I'm going to destroy the thing that you were pointing at. Like, the spell doesn't fizzle. Phantasmal Image does resolve, or the clone does resolve, but you have to choose something else. And if you don't choose something else, for example, if the battlefield is completely empty,
Becomes a 0/0.
it's a 0/0 Phantasmal Image, and then immediately it dies because has no toughness. Yeah, this is not looking
underwhelming
good.
draw. They're just chump blockers at this point.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, sure. Why not draw my third, copy, which is actually the second copy of Dallas Lieutenant, and swing in with the entire team, I think, at this point. 1-1, and that's a big noble higher up. Not bad for an old lady, yeah?
I know.
She's like, yeah, I'm gonna get my...
It's coming in now, swinging in. I don't see what Pagan has in his deck to get out of this.
No, neither do I.
He's just jumping slowly and sadly.
Again, is it because Masanori was on the play?
Almost certainly.
Yeah, 100%.
Seems like confirmation bias.
100%.
Seems like confirmation bias. That seems...
We had the come on. We had a good hypothesis.
Yeah. We had a hypothesis. Yeah, we've got minimal evidence.
2 for 2. 2 for 2. This not minimal.
You sound like a sociology professor.
Exactly.
You'd like take a tiny point and make it into something massive.
Exactly. That's how we do science, man.
Is it? I hope not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shout out to all the scientists out there doing science properly, unlike Mick.
Doing the actual science.
It's all about
Doing
testing hypotheses.
Yeah.
Hypotheses.
Hypothesize. Hypothesis.
Hypotheses.
Sees?
Thesis to theses. Hypothesis to hypotheses.
Oh, I always pronounce it sis. Like S-E-S.
It might be.
Hypothesis. Hypothesis.
Hypothesizes.
Hypothesizes. Oh man. So yeah, game 3, and for this game, for hyper aggressive decks, I like to think that the sideboard is different on the play and on the draw, right? On the draw, I think you should be on the play. I think you should be taking out those Assassin's Trophies. They're not very useful. You want to go like turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, and turn 1, turn 2 drops, and then turn 3 cast Collected Company and kill your opponent. You don't want to be like, remove your thing, and then be reactive. It did work out for Masanori, but maybe not for Pagan, because he doesn't have the ability to cast 2 spells a turn, does he? Well, from turn 2 onwards, he can cast like 5 spells a turn, something like that. Alright, we are going to game 2.
Do you know what GP that Masanori's got a mat, that play mat? I don't know what GP that is.
Which one?
Masanori's mat. It's like a...
Is that a GP?
It's Boros Challenger. It says Grand Prix, but I don't know what it says at the bottom.
Big Magic. That's Japanese.
It's a Japanese one, but I don't know which Japanese one.
Japanese one. The one that just passed. Man, Boros Challenger, the face looks comical.
Yeah.
If you look at it.
Good card.
It's the 2/2 that can pump itself.
Yeah, 2/3 mentor. 2
and then
red
can
white
pump
plus 1/+1. Yeah.
All right.
Both players take your mulligan.
Yeah, these decks love to mulligan, don't they? Just love. Yeah, it's perfect. Mulligan is easy.
I think I just keep 6 cards pretty much.
Oh man.
They really require like a density of threat. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. It's rarely see elves, rarely see humans. Not a lot of people play humans in Singapore.
No, not anymore. I think it's out of fashion. Ever since the spirit stuff came in, that like humans like okay, come beat these spirits, because that's what happens when we die.
Yeah.
And then the dredge thing came back. Or at least I feel it came back. Oh no, sorry. Assassin's Trophy entered the picture, and it's like, yeah, green black, sexy king. So I want to see what happens when we come out with the new the new Ravnica set.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Simic to have some sort of crazy card that necessitates our entirely new modern deck.
No, not.
Don't think so.
Not gonna happen.
Or like Azorius getting some sort of crazy control card.
Oh, that I think will happen.
You think
right?
so?
Like Detention Sphere 2.0, except it costs 2.
Sphinx's Revelation. No.
Sphinx
Sphinx Revelation was slightly too good.
They already reprinted Sphinx's Revelation, dude.
It was in Modern Masters 2017.
No. In Guilds of Ravnica.
Oh, what
It's
you mean
got
expansion explosion? Yeah, it costs an additional mana and doesn't gain you life.
No, but it kills something and
does.
draws you shit ton of cards. Like the best card ever.
I think that is underrated. I think that is
I think that's a very good card.
yeah.
Alright.
Anything that has X draws you like a card. That's pretty. Here we go.
Alright, doing
Brilliant Elite.
Elite.
Okay.
So I like that he played the elf first, right? To just make sure that he has another elf on the battlefield.
Mhm.
Alright, Champion of Parish.
So
And we're gonna
it's
see
the combo.
same thing. Oh, wow.
Meddling Mage. Okay.
Meddling Mage.
So what do you name?
Meadow.
Did you name Collector Company? Or do you name like Elvish Archdruid or
I think-
Ezuri?
I think I would name like Ezuri, right? Because Elvish Archdruid doesn't do it, but Ezuri does. And, you know, Elvish Archdruid does enable Ezuri, but like you can use other means to pay for Ezuri's ability. So I
Mhm.
think Ezuri is the call here. Collector Company definitely would be like up there as well because he can cast Collector Company like right now.
Yep.
Gonna beat you. Who cares? Don't need to block.
Looks like a Thought Season. Man.
Thoughtseize? Whoa. Okay. That's new. You see, this is why I say, you know.
Tough choice.
Woo, 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 woo.
All of them. Do you take Phantasmal Image because it's a 2-drop?
Yeah, I think you take Phantasmal Image here. Because there's no way that you're getting rid of Phantasmal Image and he's just going to copy like the best thing on his board. Which can be, you know, next turn he draws a land and then plays Reflector Mage. End step, you know, your end step or your attack phase, I flash in what do you call it? The
Phantasmal Image.
Phantasmal Mage and then, you know, Reflector Mage you again. So I think Reflector Mage here for sure. How about you? What do you think?
I take Phantasmal Image
Yeah,
because
that's the only castable thing
yeah,
right now. Right now,
yeah, and I think that he's probably going to have to play Reflector Mage first to stabilize the board, and then Bugler to find cards and Thales of Ten.
wow.
Which means that's fine because he's not being able to recoup the card advantage, right?
From the yeah.
Masano's playing quite a slow game. He's literally just deploying one threat a turn.
Because he's stuck on lands, right?
Yeah.
He needs just one more land and then like full operation go, right? And that's a big creature, you know, nothing to sneeze at. Pagan here just needs like Collector Company off the top,
Mm-hmm.
and then, you know, Masanori is like in a lot of trouble.
Yep.
Maybe he's
Attack for
got
4.
Collector Company.
Not
Maybe you should name Collector Company because you can bring in the Izuri of
Yeah.
the Collector Company.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Not a lot of blocking going on.
No.
Then these decks don't really block. If they're blocking, they're losing.
Yeah. Remember we were saying
Yeah.
first person to block, right?
And we're
Okay,
gonna
so
see
it's either the first person to go
another
or
Dwindle
the first
Delete.
person to block. My Mind of the Masses here would be insane.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Here we go,
of
Shaman.
the Pack.
6.
Shaman of the Pack.
7. Down to 10.
Woo.
That's not
Just like-
bad.
Just like that. Snap.
Not bad.
Snap. Half the universe disappears.
This is what I like about the Elves deck. That you can win without even...
It's got reach.
Yeah.
It's got insane amounts of
Yeah,
reach.
with Shaman in the back and then Ezuri, and you're just like, well, we're alright, well, oops.
Well, oops.
Oops. On 3, Militia Bugler, that's fine.
Okay.
Pagan says,
Find some
Cool.
stuff. Yeah.
you know, look at the top 5 cards. Land. Get a Champion of the Parish.
That's fine. That's all okay. Triggers.
Ties of 10.
Champion of the Parish and Thales Lieutenant. Oh, he forgot about the Champion of Parish. Oh,
Yeah.
no, he doesn't. Maybe he can hear me.
I'm going to see...
Do you not want to cast the other Champion of the Parish? Just to get in more damage?
5.
Yeah.
I didn't know if Pagan's in the blocking
You don't have to, right?
now sort of mood. You don't have to, but if I was Pagan, I'd be worried that next turn I'm like facing a lethal attack out of nowhere by a combination of cards. Champion of the Parish there. Or I'm going to be forced into blocking at least if he attacks with Ties of 10, Champion of the Parish. Collector Company at the top right now would be real nice.
That'll be too good.
There'll
be too much drama for this TV. Right. No, we got to end it on like a low note. On like a anti-climactic, like, yeah, I just drew better than you.
Yeah.
I have bigger creatures. Yeah. That's a nice way to end the evening. Then we all go home and like
you just think about life.
Think about
What's
like
going
what just happened. How
Exactly.
come Pagan just didn't draw that collector company and just think about that until we go to sleep? Like just
That's what I will be thinking about tonight.
yeah. Why couldn't he just
Mind
draw?
racing.
Yeah. Why exactly?
Wow. Wow.
Oh
Okay.
man, Reflector Mage is going to be a pain in the ass. That 3, Graph Digger's Cage. And if
Interesting.
that is not a collected company, sir,
It isn't.
you are
Oh,
in
is
a
this
lot of
response?
trouble. Oh,
Mantis Rider.
wow.
Okay, stuff is going on.
Okay. So here's the getcha. He's taking at least 3 points in the air. I think Masanori could have attacked with the entire team here and like have no repercussions.
I think I would have attacked with the Tyler's Lieutenant as well.
Yeah, it's so big. I mean, that's what she said, but it's huge. Yeah, he forgot to put counters on the Talia's Lieutenant and the other Champion of the Parish.
And he's going to block the Champion of the Parish here. Yeah, I mean, you have to, right?
No. You could just like concede the game. You could just no, you didn't even concede. You just like choose not to
So
block.
I'm going to see an assassin. This must be an
Assassin's Trophy.
Trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so
He's
Graph
hoping-
Digger's Cage.
He's
Yeah,
hoping for the Collector Company now. Draw.
Collector Company into double Shaman or Pack. That's what wins him.
That's how he
in this
wins.
game.
It's not looking good for Pagan.
No.
Now he's given.
So are we
Masanori-
going to like go to sleep like thinking that wasn't a Collector Company?
If Pagan's slow rolling us as much as he's slow rolling Masanori.
Oh. He's got Shaman or Pack.
Not enough.
Not enough to kill. But like if he draws a lightning bolt after that,
Yeah, in green, yeah.
yeah. 100%.
If only it worked like that.
It's like it snaps over to the next table. It's like, let me that, dude.
I think, yeah, he's counting. He's figuring out how many blockers do you have. Am I going to get a good attack in? Probably not.
If he casts, like, I mean, like, if it's as a Shaman or a Pack, then obviously he's not going to be able to get an attack in. It'd be really funny if, like, he swings with the entire team, and then Masanori is like, yeah, whatever, and then it's like some Might of the Masses, like, dumb pump spell.
Down to
There we go. Down to 3.
And
And there's the handshake, yeah. I cannot block all of your things, sir. Should have gotten a flyer.
Still in a losing position, though, even if he blocks the flyer.
I don't know. If he kills the flyer, then
he just has to jump block.
Yeah, keep chump blocking and then try to draw, right? Try to draw into good stuff. Yeah, so maybe he could have. But we'll all go to sleep tonight thinking, like, why couldn't
What
we?
happens if you drew the Collector Company?
Yeah. Probably win. And disprove theory, maybe not disproven, but still left up in the air. If you go first, you might just win.
That's true.
Right? But it's not been disproven. All right. Thanks for joining us the entire evening. Remember, you can join us on the show every Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Singapore time, twitch.tv/GreyOgreGames. You can also watch replays on youtube.com/GreyOgreGames and then head on down to our website, greatogregames.com. Find out more about the invitationals. And if you like what you see and hear, just go on down to our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages.
That's where we are.
All our social media stuff.
All
like,
social
share,
medias.
subscribe. Do all that social media goodness. And we'll see you guys next week. All right. Bye-bye.